We should just be sitting in a hot tub. You know what I mean? Hot tub cast.
We could do that.
All four of
I,
us.
Sitting
I
in
don't
a hot
mind.
tub, do friends because you're not gay.
I don't mind that. I'm
Remember
cool
that?
with
Remember
that.
that video?
We could
No,
get
I
some
have no
money
idea what you're
together.
talking about.
It was a
Should
Vine.
we get some money together? Where are we putting
Yeah.
this?
It was,
Put it in
I
the
don't.
hot tub.
I hate hot tubs.
Put the money in the hot tub?
But there's
Yeah.
a Vine where it's some guy filming from like a hotel room, and he's like, two guys chilling in the hot tub, 2 feet apart because they're not gay. Classic.
We outside or inside?
We are
Um,
outside.
Real quick, have we started yet? Like officially?
I've already started recording.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Why?
I was gonna ask how much should I talk about, or should I just freaking go?
I mean, not now.
All
Don't
right.
go now. I mean, wait. It's fine. It's fine.
I have angry topic.
Surprise us.
Okay.
Surprise us. Take us through a roller coaster of emotion.
Oh,
Make
I
us
have 'em.
laugh. Make us cry.
Make
us
come.
share the pants.
I have no idea what that last part means.
It's from the movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. The tagline was "Laugh, cry, share the pants." I only
Laugh,
remember
cry,
it.
Share the cum.
I only remember it because my
What?
sister. No, I only remember because my sister had the DVD of it, and on it was a woman's ass in jeans. And I just
Yeah.
remember being young and being like, "I'm gonna stare
Oh.
I
at
think
this."
I remember seeing that cover too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like,
my
"I'm gonna
God.
stare at this DVD case forever." And I learned the tagline of "Laugh, Cry, Share the Pants," because they like shared pants or something. Like they were like it was a
Yeah, it's
sisterhood.
this is the Yaya Sisterhood, or no, not the Yaya Sisterhood.
The
the
There
the
is something with the Yaya. There is
The
something
Raya.
there, Kevin.
The
You're not
Yaya.
wrong.
Is it the Yaya Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
It
That's
might be.
The my. The
There's
Lila.
Yaya
the Lulu,
Sisterhood.
What?
the
I thought it was just the Yaya
Baba,
Sisterhood was something else.
The Gaga.
Divine
And there
Secrets
was
of the
this-
Yaya Sisterhood is what you're thinking of.
Divine Secrets
Okay.
of the Baba.
What?
The Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga?
Is he Baba
John Wick?
Yaga?
John Wick.
Alrighty,
Von
folks. We are Von
He's
Qui.
the one you sent to kill.
The one you sent to kill is Von
The
Qui.
boogeyman.
Oh,
What?
I don't know. Getting real racy already.
well, without further ado, welcome everybody to another episode of Crafting a Chat. Here we are. Yes, episode episode 149.
149.
That was actually really good.
We are joined by the usual cast here: Adam, Kevin, Desodoto, myself, Genesis. Gentlemen, it is June 20th. Tomorrow is the longest day of the year, the summer solstice. I don't know why wanted to mention that, but I mentioned that because tomorrow is June 21st. I have no idea. But anyway, gentlemen, how we all feeling tonight? It's real hot outside, and I like it. I love it.
I hate it, but I'm feeling amazing.
Good.
Yeah,
I played.
Yeah.
I played a game that has quite possibly the best loading music in any video game, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Destinato, how you feeling?
It was hot earlier today after I left work, because at work it was hot when I got there, but then the AC started working again and we were fine, and then I got home and it was warm.
I like.
And
the
then I
heat.
turned the AC on like an hour ago, so...
I have the AC on for a little bit, but I don't keep it on long. I only set it to about 74 and then I turn it off because I love the heat.
Well, our father had me set it to 68.
Ooh. You got a warm
Alright.
father. You got a warm father.
I got it at a nice 70.
Oh,
Nice.
see, I think that's good.
You guys got
68.
you got warm bones. You got warm bones.
Right about 70 is where it should be, but...
Adam, how you feeling, Adam?
I'm pretty good. I went to work. It was really cold at work, and everybody was complaining how cold they were, and I was a little warm. I'm at home in
Wow.
my air. I'm at 63 right now.
Oh.
And I gotta be
Oh.
honest, I wish it was lower, but I'd kill my air conditioner. So I
This
can only
guy
maintain a
is the
63.
Iceman. They call him the Iceman.
I just like it cold. I'm just sitting in my underwear in the cold with my
You
headphones on,
are
just
you are
sitting
a
on this
crazy
podcast.
man.
You know what I mean?
This is
Mm-hmm.
why this place is perfect for you. I just
I
can't.
know what you mean.
Just hate warm. Hate it.
Love the heat. Love it.
It's cold
All
at my
right.
office, and I have a fan on me too. They were like, "You
Oh,
want a fan?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want a fan. Give me that fan."
isn't
Turn
that
that on
against
all
like
day. And
most office safety regulations? You
no,
can't have like space
heaters.
heaters.
Heaters are.
Ah,
Fans
heaters.
are
Okay,
not.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Heaters cause are a fire hazard because a lot of people forget to turn them off. And I'm like, but I won't forget to turn it off. And they're like, no. I'm like, well, stop me when I bring a heater. You know, what are you gonna do? I don't
All
need a
right.
heater though. I'm old.
Gentlemen, we have quite a bit to discuss tonight. We have a Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow. Kevin has a bunch of topics, and I'm sure we have other things we got to talk about as well. But like we normally start this, what did we all play last week? Anybody want to start us off? Adam, why don't you start us off?
Okay. I played more Gas Station Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I am still level 8. I'm now at 50% of level 8. So that means I've put about 26 hours since last week. And I went up about 40 something percent. So that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, so still churning away with that. So based on that, I still have about, I don't know, 100 hours left before I get to level 10 and I platinum it. Um,
Wow.
it's slow going. It's slow
You're gonna be
going.
so happy when you can just finally shut that game
I'm
off and never have to touch it
I'm
again.
telling you right now. I know I'm gonna get the platinum, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, here's the DLC that makes it so much easier to get the platinum," and I'm gonna be like, "No!" I'm gonna be so mad. But at the same time, like, whatever.
It's
Um,
alright. It'll
and
hold you over
then
until either City Skylines or Spider-Man, one of the two.
Spider-Man, and
That
then
that coming
Spider-Man.
before City Skylines?
No, after.
After.
But then I played the Exoprimal demo with their beta with my buddy Desunoto. Played that. Had a little fun with the Exoprimal beta, open beta that they had this weekend. And it was pretty good. What I wouldn't say it was great, but it wasn't bad. The loading took a little while. But when we finally got in, we lost a lot. I think we lost twice out of the 3 games we played. Um, we don't know what we were doing wrong, so we just assume it was the team and not us. Um, I did pretty good. I think I was like the second or third best on the team of 5, so I wasn't mad at it. I did a lot of damage stuff. Um, but yeah, it was pretty fun. If it ever came to extra, I think I'd hop in every so often.
Okay.
But probably would never buy it.
Good
Or
to
maybe
know.
if it was cheap and somebody was like, "Let's go," and I'm like, all right.
I mean,
Yeah.
the one thing we're gonna go in is Phasmophobia. Listen, we're all gonna go in that 110%. Maybe not Kevin. I can't say yes for Kevin, but
Yeah, no, I'm not going in there.
that's okay.
No.
That's okay,
But yeah,
Kevin. No problem.
yeah. That's a note. I don't know if you have anything else to say about Exoprimal. Guess not. He's gone.
He died.
Played by myself, I guess.
Played by yourself. And, jokes on you. You were playing with a ghost. You thought he was alive, and he turns out he was
He's
dead
been
for a
dead
while.
for 35 years.
I don't know if he's on mute or he actually stepped away, but I'm sure he'll come back. So, okay. Thanks,
He's
Adam.
muted,
Ah, okay.
so he's probably dead.
Kevin, what'd you do last week?
Oh, do last week. I do last week. I played Diablo 4.
Mm-hmm.
I played Call of Duty. with Genesis here.
Mm-hmm.
I played Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. Or no, not Legacy of Thieves. Why didn't it say that? Uncharted Lost Legacy. I don't know why it says the Lost Thieves Collection when you mouse over that. That's fine. Call to the Lamb.
You've been busy.
I played the finals.
The finals.
Yeah. Because I'm
Is that
in the
multiplayer
second
game?
round of closed beta. Won't you worry, I'll be talking about the finals, and you have no choice. You're getting this game if it comes to consoles, alright? Okay, cool.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, the finals. I'll talk with more at length, but if you don't have this game on your radar and you're a first-person shooter fan, put it on there. This is a solid game. Don't worry about it coming from EA. Don't think about anything EA has put out up to this point, because this game is not like anything. The closest, Apex, and that's a good thing.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to give this thing a shot. Okay. Edit or anything else?
Yeah, we'll go in more depth later. I got a lot to
Okay.
talk about.
I gotcha. All right. Desnoto, have you returned? Oh. All right. I played Call of Duty with my good buddy Kevin. I played some more AI Somnium File, the Nirvana initiative, and I also played the Final Fantasy 16 demo. Is there anything else I played? We'll get to the topic later. I played Kena, but we'll get that later. I don't think there's anything else that I played. I'm pretty sure that was it. Final Fantasy 16. Real quick, I'll go into a proper discussion later and take questions, but like, this game has so much going for it. I have every belief in my soul that this game is going to score a high 90. Every being in my soul believes that this thing is going to score real
How
high.
many beings do you have in your soul?
Many. I've killed many people. Don't quote me on that. And please, if FBI, if you're listening, I didn't do anything. Okay. It's just the combat, the story, the graphics, everything in this game just looks so polished and perfected. It's so good. It is not Kingdom Hearts gameplay style like how FF7 Remake is. It is more action oriented like a Devil May Cry game. Just more refined. Like it is just so good. I can't. Like I sunk 3 hours in that, played the epilogue portion of it, and like beat the bigger boss of it. Oh my god, it was great. It was awesome. But yeah, I'll go more into depth later. But that's all I played so far. Desonoto, what'd you do last week?
A little bit more than usual. Me and Adam here hopped on Exoprimal.
Oh, I wasn't alone. Interesting.
No, he was
As I was explaining my week, I started talking about it, but then you didn't answer. So.
Oh,
You
sorry.
betrayed him and you left him
Okay.
alone.
I had to put my wares in the kitchen.
Your wares?
My wares.
Interesting. I said me and my best buddy Desinoto played some Exoprimal, and our friendship hinders on him responding to this. And then you never.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh no.
you missed out.
No.
No, I said it was okay. Like we thought it was pretty good. We did
Yeah.
pretty bad, but we didn't know what we were doing wrong, so we just blamed the team, not us.
Yeah.
And then if it was on extra, we'd probably play it. Or if somebody really begged us to get in it, I'd probably spend like $10-15 on it. It wasn't
Yeah.
terrible.
Definitely not a full price game, and I see like I kind of see like I guess what they're going for. The Capcom quality I think this is still there, but it's just not enough to warrant that price tag they put on it because it just feels like that live service type of game.
I will say, game mode's pretty varied.
Yeah,
Because we played 3 games, and we did the same thing twice, but like on completely different maps. And then the third thing, I'm not really quite sure what we did in the first part, but then we fought a giant T Rex for the longest
yeah,
time, and we died a lot because it was mostly AI, but also real people were there. I don't know.
yeah. It was very weird. It
Very
was
strange.
saying there was AI, but then at the end they were real people playing
Yeah,
as the AI. So I
yeah.
don't know what was going on there.
It was like AI Michael was on our team. Hey, he picked me up, and then at the end it said like Snuffy Boy 65 or something like that. It's like, wait, what? That guy wasn't there. What happened to AI Michael? It's really
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I think the cool
died
part
6
of the
years ago.
game, yeah, I think one of the cool parts of the game though is that you can switch your character whenever you want.
yeah.
So you can go from being a tank to a support or to being the main damage dealer, whether you're ranged or you're a melee exosuit. Like the one I was playing was pretty much like a Genji from Overwatch. He had a similar like counter ability and ultimate, and he was just slashing up his with his sword. Um, he did have like a grappling hook, which was kind of cool, so you could
Mm-hmm.
like grapple to like buildings and do like a attack from the sky and smash people on the ground. And um, yeah, there was an exosuit like Reinhardt where you have like a giant shield and you can just block all the incoming damage while your teammates can shoot through it.
Are
I
you
was
killing other
soldier.
players, or are you actually killing like just dinosaurs?
It's
It's kind
dinosaurs
of both.
until like the ending part.
Yeah.
There was a point where Destinoto also controlled the T Rex and was sent to
Yeah.
the other team, which seemed pretty cool. I didn't get to do it, but Destinoto was just wrecking fools.
Yeah, this is one item that spawns and you can once you grab it, you can use it and then T-Rex pretty much spawns out of the void and you could teleport it to the enemy's side and you could use it to break their core, which is what you're one of the game modes we were doing is you have to push a core throughout this level while killing all the dinosaurs.
Hmm.
And once you get close enough, you eventually meet the enemy team, and then you could use that thing and try to destroy their core before they destroy yours and get to the objective spot.
Yeah, I played as like a Soldier 76 from Overwatch, just kind of shooting
Yeah,
and throwing like giant explosions and stuff. It's fun, but interesting concept. Basically,
yeah,
third-person Overwatch fight dinosaurs, though. It's neat.
definitely needs some more refinement.
Yeah, there's no gameplay loop where I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this forever.
And the combat's kind of spam R2,
It's mostly that.
and that's about it. Then you have your occasional abilities that come off cooldown, but like there wasn't
Usually,
any,
they involve R2 as well.
yeah, there wasn't any like sophisticated button combo or
You're
I
all
don't
just
know.
kind of doing the same thing. Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's like Overwatch in a way where I hate using Overwatch as an example because of how trash that game is. But
Yeah,
like,
it's mostly just the exosuits that's Overwatch like.
yeah,
That's
but
like mostly it.
something else. It's not really like Overwatch in, but I would say is kind of a negative. It doesn't feel like if we were all my character, that Soldier 76 type, I think we would have been fine. Or if we were all like the Reinhardt character, probably also would have been fine. Like it doesn't seem like the suits are different, but at the same time, there's so many disadvantages to like the one you were playing as Destinoto, where you couldn't hit those the pterodactyls until they landed, and they barely ever landed, and then You had to get in
Yeah.
so close, and then when you would get in close, you do damage pretty good. But like, there were a trillion dinosaurs at one point. So like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the characters are balanced enough. I guess it just doesn't seem like not every character is useful. So I could see myself playing as just that Soldier 76 like character every time.
Yeah, like if my guy had some sort of ranged attack that wasn't on a 15-second cooldown, it might be okay.
Yeah.
But I could literally only slash things that are in front of me, shoot my little blast occasionally, and then grapple hook to people, but I'm always going to be in front of them, and I can't like stay with the cube and fight.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem super tactical. I mean, you were great against the people like towards the end. Like when we
Yeah,
got
I
close
was-
to them, you could kill them real quick. Because
I
me
still feel
shooting
like the
them,
damage wasn't really there for my
they were a little
katana
spongy
for
as
yeah.
well. Yeah,
Like
the
if I'm gonna
dinosaurs
be
one hit basically.
yeah, the dinosaurs were easy, but if I'm gonna be like that close, I feel like I should be doing a little more damage than ranged people. Just
How was the
to-
performance on the game? Was it like laggy or frame rate drop or
I
anything
don't
like
think
that?
so.
I can't speak on frame rate drop or anything like that. The one issue we had, the loading took a little bit. For the first game, it was fine for the second, and then the third it took the longest. But it also didn't feel like it was moving.
Okay.
Like it didn't communicate that we were matchmaking or loading into a match that great. And then when we were even in a party, it was a little confusing too.
Yeah,
Okay.
loading screen's a black screen with the icon on the bottom right. That's it. No, like percentage. Like how League has a loading percentage on the bottom when they're loading the 10 players in, which is what was happening for this game too. They're loading in a 5v5, but there's no progress bar or anything to let you know, oh, you're almost there.
Yeah, that third game, we're like, are we stuck? Or
Yeah, I thought
is
the
any?
game just
We
froze.
almost quit out, and then all of a sudden it just launched us in, and then we were in a different
Yeah.
game mode. So then we thought we joined like a late game. It was a little confusing with that.
Yeah.
So they gotta have a better loading screen. Is what
It's
it
okay.
sounds
They
like.
just they're the whole introduction to hey, this is what matchmaking looks like should be anything. Because right now it's literally like hey, just join. Well, you'll figure it out. And I have to imagine so many people are like, it's been 30 seconds, I haven't found anything, and then they quit out. And then they keep trying. I guarantee you that's happening. Because at times it just looks like nothing's happening.
Yeah, the friend lobby too is also in like a. It's all the way on the right side of the screen. It's a tiny icon showing. Here's the person who's joined. It doesn't even show the name until you actually hover over it with your stupid control stick cursor that they have on the screen that I hated so much.
Yeah.
They didn't give you an option to just use your buttons and cycle through the menus.
I didn't even realize
uh,
Destinoto
cursor
joined me until he
around.
said he joined me. I was like, oh. Like I gave no
Yeah.
notification.
No, like, oh, this person joined your party.
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing.
Oh, character customization, also very basic. Everybody has the same body. And Destinoto and I were very disappointed.
Yeah. Well, it could be for the beta, but
I
then
doubt
again, you're
it.
never really seeing your character
Yeah.
unless it's a cutscene, so maybe that's why they did that, but it is very bare bones.
Yeah. I was a
Literally
lady
just
with
your
green hair and
face.
a mustache.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
No,
And
no,
I was a Asian woman.
yeah, no big booty, no big booty.
Yeah, that's specifically
yeah,
what we were
no.
disappointed with.
Yeah.
No size changes available.
Oh
No.
shit.
We can't badonk-a-donk that donk-a-donk, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Feels
Anything
like the
else on
game should have
Exoprime?
been delayed, I think. I think it needs a delay.
It
Is-
didn't
is-
seem like this was like it's a month away. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem, it seems
Unless
like it's
this
much
is like
further.
far from their final build,
Is
being
this
an
game
open
still
beta.
slated for July?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't think they ever delayed it
Okay.
Yeah. It's
after the first one.
yeah, it feels like this is like, hey, we have an idea for a game. This is what we've made so far, and I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, keep working on it. You'll get there.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of how live service stuff goes now, though, where it's like, hey, a year from now, try it out. But most of the
It's
time,
just
they don't support them.
confusing.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
charging money for it.
Yeah, that's I don't. It's very strange. Very strange.
Like, you might as well just go the live service and make it free with their battle pass and all that. But they're like trying to make the money and have it be live service, which is not going to end well for them, I think,
I think it's on
at
Game
all.
Pass as well, though, so that might help it.
Oh. Well, I guess.
Yeah, it is going
They
to be
might
on.
have
It's a
a
day one
bigger
Game Pass.
PC player base than anything.
Yeah, Game Pass on PC, baby.
Yeah.
Righty. Okay, Kevin, you are
Did
up.
you play anything or watch anything else, Destinato?
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, other than things on the wheel?
sorry, I apologize.
No, it's fine. It
Oh.
was kind of long.
One thing was on the wheel. I did do a wheel thing.
Okay.
But other than that, I wanted to do the Lies of P demo, but I didn't get to that.
I played the FF16 demo.
We know.
mhm.
He didn't know because he left.
I did hear that part.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I came back when you were talking about it, I think.
Yeah, you
All
did.
right, then, whatever.
But I did watch some stuff. Oh my god. Black Mirror Season 6 is out. Has been out for about a week now.
That came up around. Oh my god, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that was out.
Yeah, Season 6, it's about 5 episodes. And man, I watched the first episode. First 2 episodes actually, and damn, dude. They hit you with another banger of an episode, breaking walls and shit,
Breaking
with
Glass.
the technological. I don't even remember what computer they had in the show, but it had some crazy ass computer that made realities on top of each other.
Wow.
And yeah, that was, oh my god. Anybody who love Black Mirror, get back to that shit right now. Season 6 is crazy already.
Can't wait till they have an Apple Vision Pro in the show and they're like, oh, look, this is in real life too. Wow. Piece of garbage.
And then I started watching this show called Maniac.
A maniac.
It's with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
Or is that Maneater?
I think it
No,
might be the
Maniacs.
first
That's a
time
song. You got
they've
it.
been in something for a long while, like just like their own thing.
Emma Stone's been out of the, I think she's been out of movies for a couple of years. The last one was that one she made that looked like it was in the 70s or something. The 70s or the 60s. What the hell was that?
Are you thinking of La La Land?
Yeah. That was the last movie that I remember
No.
seeing her in.
No, it's
Or
not.
what'd she make after that?
Cruella.
Oh, I forgot that she was in that.
She's in the second Zombieland movie.
Was that recent or was that earlier?
That was in 2019. Cruella was in 2021. Maniac's from 2018. That's the year she won an Oscar.
I mean,
La La Land's 2016.
Oh,
And Battle of the Sexes was 2017. What are you doing? You don't know nothing about Emma Stone.
No,
Also, she was in The Croods 2, A New Age, as Eep.
Okay.
Now she's going to be in Bleat. And then there's another one coming out where she's like, I forget what it's called, but I think it's Poor Things, where she's like the bride of Frankenstein or something. And
Never mind.
Willem Dafoe's in it. He looks like a freak.
I'm sorry. I apologize and I'm wrong.
What was that movie of Willem Dafoe where he's stuck in that mansion? I forgot what. I was excited to watch
Lighthouse?
that. No, he's like stuck in this mansion room, like a room in this big mansion, and he's stuck in there and he can't get out,
Oh,
and he has to try to figure
Inside?
a way out. I think, yeah, that might be
Yeah,
it.
Inside, where he's like an art thief person, and then he's like
Yeah,
stuck. Yeah, yeah. I don't.
I
Did
gotta
that come
watch
out?
that.
It's 20. That's this year. Hold on, let me see.
March.
Yeah.
Maniac, maniac.
Apparently not too well received, but I still want to watch it.
I mean, Willem Dafoe's just great. So
William
Yeah,
Dafoe is amazing.
great in John Wick.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
really
Shut
wish
up.
it was the first movie wasn't his end. If he was in the next few movies, that would have been so sick.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Um,
That Inside streaming on Peacock.
oh, I have Peacock.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, so do I.
Sick.
There you go.
I got a peacock.
No.
Quiet.
I'm sorry.
But Maniac, a surprising show with the duo of Jonah Hill and Emma Stone. Uh,
Jonah.
it's a weird show. It has to do with them not really being in a great position economically speaking. Like, um,
I'm poor.
well, one of them has schizophrenia, Jonah Hill, and the
We're
other
poor.
one has gone through traumatic things, kind of just lost, and she's been doing these drug trials to make some money, to make like pocket money essentially. So they both end up in the same drug trial
We're poor and I've been killed.
to make money. And throughout the beginning of the show, there's these ad buddy things that are like things you can do to make money through an ad. It's really weird. But like one was being I don't know if he was making a joke, but like you could be like a volunteer husband or wife,
Oh,
and there was like an ad for that.
I'm
There's an ad for a
volunteering.
lot of different things.
I'm
Like
volunteering.
the other weird thing is that this show is in like 1990s to like
Volunteer
2000, so
daddy.
they still have fat computers and and flip phones and shit. But um, there's all these ad buddy services you can volunteer in to make money or pay for things even like paying for your groceries and shit. You can pay with ad buddy. They didn't really go into specifically like what those things are for some reason, but yeah, the show's pretty interesting once it starts going. Um, because
Incroyable.
they're pretty much taking these pills, the ABC pill, and each pill they're putting themselves in a state of mind where they were like in a traumatic experience, and then um, kind of like how they could deal with it. And then I was still watching the second to last episode, so I didn't finish it yet. But um, they get put in these machines that use microwaves to read brain activity, so they could see
Incroyable.
what's going on in everybody's head while while they took the drug, and collect data based on that. But yeah, it's this big pharmaceutical company that's doing all these drug trials, and everybody's just like running over there to make their quick money while being like the guinea pigs for them.
Making a quick buck. Walking downtown as a guinea pig.
Pretty cool show though, and it's weird because Jonah's role is not a comedic one. This is pretty much like a very serious,
I'm
like
Batman.
confused, schizophrenic guy,
We're Batman.
and Emma Stone is kind of like a loner, and but she's still like willing to help um, this guy with his problems as they get, they they connect a little more during the trials. So
I'm a yandere.
cool show so far. I think that's mostly what I have done. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, Kevin, it's your time to shine, my friend.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay. What do I talk about first? Wow. Okay. So I played Call to the Lamb for a little bit. That game is hella fun. Um,
I've been
kind of
looking at that game for a
similar.
while.
Yeah, kind of similar to Binding of Isaac, but better controls, a lot quicker. Kind of like if you took an old school Zelda game and you made it move faster. Very similar in terms of like the melee animation too. Like if your sword swing hits the enemy, then it's a hit. So there's like certain angles you can kind of exploit a little bit. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's still a fantastic game. Um, because I don't count that as a minus. I count that as a plus. Uh, so
Plus me
you go
up.
through like little pseudo randomly generated areas, uh, fighting crap, maybe converting people into your cult, and then you fight a
Join me.
boss. Bosses are fun. Um, and then you go back to like your little cult setup thing. Uh, and when you're there, you get to do a little like base building, but not really. It's more just you're plopping things down on the ground, and maybe you're getting some passive bonuses and stuff, like
Plop,
roguelikes have been tending to do for a while.
plop.
Um, yeah, kind of like Loop Hero, if you ever played that, where you have like your town that's just giving you a bunch of bonuses, and you kind of have to like think about where you put stuff because adjacencies like get bonuses or whatever. Um, but really, it's not like a main part of the game. Feels like that. We'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, Cult of the Lamb, very interesting. It was on sale, picked it up. I enjoyed myself. So, possibly a game to look out for. Uh, like more Diablo 4. That's really just Diablo 4. I have a feeling that we'll both talk about Call of Duty Season 4 so far and what our thoughts are, so I won't talk about that right now. Played
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. I'm 4 chapters in, which sounds far, but it's not really that far. Uh, wow, what an intro to this game. Oh my god, let's go. An intro is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The driving in this game, 11 out of 10. Whoever the fuck on that dev team was like, nah, you want to drive on the mud, your tires are going to slip. But if you drive on this stone, you're going to be okay. Whoever made that decision, thank you. Um, at first I was very confused. I'm like, wait, I have to actually pay attention where I'm driving? All right, let's go. Okay. Um, so that was really fun. Then I got into, I'm pretty sure I can talk about this. I didn't see any NDAs anywhere, so here we go. I got into the closed beta round dose of the finals. And the finals, oh man, what a fun game. Um, it's a first person shooter. We'll call it an extraction shooter, but don't think about it in the term, or don't think about it as an extraction shooter as like what you call
DMZ.
it, like
Rainbow Six.
DMZ or something like that. It's a little different. Um, I haven't played the tournament quote mode where it's like multiple rounds, teams actually get like eliminated, blah 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 blah. So I don't know how many teams are in that, but quick play, it's 3v3v3. First team to secure 2 vaults, as they call them, of cash. And unlike extraction things, there are respawns that are very, very interesting. So you have your team of 3. Let's, for this argument, let's say it's me, Genesis, and Umer are on a team.
Oh,
And a friend of ours. Uh, all right, you know what? Fine, we won't bring him into this. We'll bring me, Genesis, and Destinoto into it.
Oh
How
my
about that?
God, what
Is that
happened to
better
our
for you?
friend? We just fucking killed him? What happened to
Yeah,
him?
he's out. We just threw him off a cliff. It's fine.
Oh God.
All right, so me, Genesis, and Destinoto. There's a lot of S's going on right now.
Yeah.
We're all on a team. Cool. I die. So my respawn timer starts.
Ew.
But also, there's like a little, quite literally, like a mini of the player that is on the ground that another teammate can go up to and revive the person if you hold the use key for long enough. Or use the defibrillator and get them up immediately. Real fun use of an item. But anyway, my respawn timer starts. Cool. It's still counting down. Genesis and Desinoro both get taken out. Now, my respawn timer is no longer a thing. Instead, we all get a team respawn timer,
Oh.
and our time is extended. So if you get knocked out one by one, you actually have like the chance slash tactic of respawning back in for waiting for like a revive, because if you don't get revived and your whole team gets wiped, you all have another 15 seconds until you respawn, no matter what your respawn timer was at. So there's actually a penalty for waiting for revive. I love it. Fantastic.
So it gives, okay, so unlike most of the other extraction shooters where if you're dead, you have to have somebody, you have to wait for somebody to pick you up. This is
Yeah.
a chance for your whole team or just you to come back? Because you said the timer's cumulative, not cumulative,
Yeah.
but
I'm
combined.
trying to think. Okay, I'm trying to think how to better explain this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I die. My 15-second respawn timer starts for me.
Sure.
If that counts all the way down, neither player has resurrected me. I can just respawn back in. Boom. However, I can also choose to wait for a physical revive and not respawn it. Like you have to push a button to respawn it. But if I'm sitting there waiting for a revive, like, oh, they got me, and the rest of my team is taken out, now it triggers a team-wide respawn timer of 15 seconds. So even though I had waited out my respawn, now my team has been knocked out, and I have to wait for all of us to spawn in. So it's actively penalizing you for being like, no, I can get up. My team's got me. And not choosing to respawn on your own and run back to the action. Really interesting tactics with that.
Okay.
Because, like I said, you can either hold down the use button for a whole bunch of time to resurrect somebody, or somebody's just running around with a defibrillator. You charge that bad boy up, you let go of the mouse button, and if it hits where the player's body is, boom, they're up immediately.
I like that.
Real fun. And you don't resurrect on the spot. You resurrect in a random spot in like a small area around where you died. So nobody can camp your body necessarily either. Like they can, but like it only works at distance. Also, there's pretty much no reason to do that because there's probably something else going on you need to pay attention to. Level design. Oh my goodness. These levels are just big enough where it rewards you for killing an entire team because like you don't have to worry about them for a while. Not only do they have the respawn timer, but then they got to get back to wherever the cache is extracting from, of which there's 3 or 4 options every time you open a vault for where you want to extract from. And you basically just put it into a machine and it starts counting down and it doesn't stop. But any other team, so let's say I don't remember the actual names of these teams. They have names because this whole game has like a very a game show aesthetic where there's 2 announcers and they're like calling out things like, oh, the one team's like the big wave or whatever, they're washing over the first vault, and like it just make all these random call outs, and it's pretty funny. But if a team starts the thing, right, it's just counting down. It never stops. So after a certain amount of time, whoever owns it, they get that money. Which means you can go ahead and last second save that bad boy and be like, oh, I just took everybody out. I'm going to use this thing now, and we have control over this that's extracting the cash, and the timer ticked out, we get all of it. It's not a gradual thing. It's once that timer expires, all of the money in the vault goes to your team's points or whatever. You don't buy anything with the money, but like it's money. So that makes for some really interesting gunfights. Because there's a totally legitimate strategy to just sit on the outskirts and whittle down your opponents, because man, oh man, does it take a long time for your health to regen. There is other ways of healing, but you have to bring those items with you, which brings us to loadouts. Oh my god, more shooters need to do this. 12 out of 10 loadout system. Alright, you have your weapon, you have your special item, and you have 3 other items that you're bringing in with you. There's different grenades. There's a frag grenade. There's a goo grenade, which is very similar to like the paste crap that you get in Prey. It basically just like takes up space and like blocks people. You got jump pads. You got defibrillators. You got smoke grenades, gas grenades, all kinds of shit. So you bring all this stuff in with you. Also, you have a backup weapon and a backup 3 items. When you are waiting to respawn at any time, you can go ahead and go into your loadout and pull things from your reserves to put them into your active loadout. But that's it. You can't change anything else inside the match.
So it's restrictive in that matter, where it's you can't change it. It's okay. So like again, I'm not trying to compare to DMZ, but like that's the only extraction shooter that I've technically played. So in DMZ, you can go and change your loadouts and everything in the actual game. You can change your gear in the actual game. Gear meaning just armor plates. This game, you can't do any of that.
So DMZ, I mean, you can't change anything while you're actively playing. You just pick stuff up. But like, let's say you're talking about normal Call of Duty multiplayer. All right, you jump into a match with like your freaking MP5 loadout or whatever, and you're like, wow, this isn't working for me. I'm gonna choose this entirely different loadout. So there's light character, medium character, heavy character, and then whatever weapons and crap you're bringing in with you. So there's certain restrictions depending on what character you're playing. But you bring in your weapon, your backup weapon, your 4 items, your backup 3 items, and that's it. No matter what else you have unlocked, that doesn't matter. Those are the things you can play around with and move around in your active loadout and your reserves for that match, which I think is fantastic.
Okay, better clarification. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's interesting because you actually make like a character build, and you can save a contestant for each like what the hell do you want to call it, class, I guess. So for your light contestant, your medium contestant, your heavy contestant. So light contestants move faster, have less health. Medium, balanced all around. Heavy, more health, move slower. Also, light have more like SMGs and long range rifles. Medium is like assault rifles, shotguns, and revolvers. And heavy is like a machine gun, grenade launcher, stuff like that. Why wouldn't you just pick heavy the whole time? Oh, trust me. You will see the difference in movement in this game. There's so much crap you can do. But having a heavy that has explosives, like more explosives and more devastating explosives, can change everything. Because remember how I said you take your little vault and you're going to be putting it into a physical object on the map to extract the cache, like, and it just starts counting down. Yeah, that's a physical object on the map. If you throw explosives at it, it'll move. If you blow out the floor underneath it, it'll fall down. You can change the location of where this is.
Sounds
So,
like what you hoped and prayed DMZ would become, but it never became this.
well, kind of. I don't know if all this would work in DMZ. Again, it's not really an extraction shooter per se, because you're not trying to get out alive. There's respawns for however long you really want to have respawns. It's more of like an arena shooter in that aspect, but you're trying to defend a certain point on the map while something extracts, or fight for that and claim it so you extract the cache.
Is this kind of
Maybe extract
like
isn't the best word.
no? Is this kind of like what's that game we had played for like 2 rounds and never played again? Hood and out no Hood.
Oh, Hood? Um, kinda. Kinda
Legends and
like the
Outlaws.
last bit. Kinda like if that last bit, like after you went and like got through security, got into the vault or whatever the hell, got the treasure, the bit where you're bringing the treasure out and trying to get out with it, that over and over again in a first-person shooter, where the environment is completely destructible and there is no fall damage.
Oh, it's like Red Faction almost. Oh my god. Okay.
You can
I'm
surf
sold.
rooftops down as you blow them apart.
I'm
Apparently, this
sold.
is also going to be a free game. Fun fact. Um,
I'm sold. Gotta come to consoles.
so the music, I sent everybody messages. The music in these menus is freaking banging. At least I think it is. It's like this weird electronica, technica game show theme song thing we got going on. And man, I've never had more fun listening to music in a loading menu. And then you get into the game, and the music is like completely non-existent. Good game design. Love it. Because that music would be distracting as shit. Now, that's music. Let's talk about sound design. Don't play this game with speakers. Just don't do it. Unless you have like a home theater system. Then play the game with that. But otherwise, you put headphones on. Because you're doing yourself a disservice to play this game with speakers. This game with surround sound headphones is absolutely absurd. When I first loaded in, and I heard gunshots and explosions literally echoing through alleyways of the city, it was nuts. Oh my god, it's so cool. It sounds better than freaking like Battlefield and Call of Duty. It sounds more like a war zone than those, and there's only 9 people on the map.
Damn.
Oh, I can't talk about the sound design enough. It is, oh, if you can find somebody who like streamed it or like recorded video footage of it, I'm pretty sure people have streamed it. Check it out. Oh, and hopefully the sound design comes through on the stream. Because it's so good. It's so good. Immediately noticeable. Everything is quite loud. You have a very good idea where people are, even though like things are echoing. Um, let's see. I really can't talk enough. I played 4 rounds of quick play. It was fun as shit. Um, I don't know if I'm in any subsequent closed betas. It ends sometime tomorrow. So, yeah, the finals from EA. And I know, it's EA. No,
From
please.
EA.
Don't think about it. Don't think about EA. I don't know who made this game, but these people need raises. This game plays wonderfully. And let me tell you something. My laptop, so I got into the PC beta. My laptop's like 6 years old, and it ran this shit. I don't know how. All right, I don't know how I thought my laptop was going to explode immediately because this game's pretty as shit. Especially since the highest I had the graphics on with DirectX 12 and medium settings. I can only imagine what Epic looks like.
When is this slated to come out on? Is this slated to come on
Apparently
PlayStation
late
5?
this year. It's coming out on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X all on the same day, late 2023. And honestly, I don't think, like, unless something crazy were to come up, I don't think it's going to get pushed back. It plays very well. Where they need to work on, they need to work on the mouse in the menus is something about it's wrong. I don't know. It feels a little weird. It's probably not an issue on console, even if you were to like play with a mouse. Well, maybe if you play with a mouse on console. But the mouse doesn't feel right in menus. I don't know why. They need descriptors for some of the video options because don't even know what half the shit is. I play PC games a lot, and some of the like options I've never even heard of. So little descriptors would be nice. That'll probably be added into the final build. I'm trying to think. Hit detection at times seems a little iffy. The weapon models could be a little sharper. They seem a little fuzzy. Or if they're not fuzzy, they're like a little big. Like the iron sights just need to be sharper. They need to look sharper. Whatever you have to do to accomplish that.
Hit detection can't be as bad as Call of Duty at this point.
No. It's pretty good. It's weird. At times, it's just like a little funky. It could be leading shots because there might be some sort of amount of lead you're supposed to put in that I'm not aware of. But like, there were certain times I was like, I feel like that should have hit. Weapon balance is definitely all over the place right now, but it's super early, so we'll see how the final build gets. Yeah, items are really balanced. I'm surprised. I love the jump pads. Jump pads freaking cool. I think the throwable objects are very balanced. The distance you can throw them is really balanced. Yeah, just overall, very, very good game. I'm excited.
You sold me already. I'm already good for it. I'm ready to
check
play
out some videos. A lot of what I was saying will make more sense.
Kevin, Daddy, you don't need to convince me anymore.
Death Animations, 13 out of 10.
Give me the game now. I want it now.
So Death Animations, I'm pretty sure I've already talked about it, but I gotta say it again because it looks so good in game too. Seamless transition of the player. Instead of like them bleeding and whatnot, you just get like hit markers when you're hitting people, and when they would die, they immediately turn to coins that just fall to the ground. It looks so cool. No, just loose coins.
Coins.
Everything's about gold coins in this game. Everything money wise is like gold doubloons. It's great. I don't know. It's a really cool aesthetic to see.
Call me Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm getting those doubloons in my ass.
Sure, okay.
I don't think that's where he wanted them, but all right.
But anyway, that's the finals. Anything else on that?
I have some information for you.
Oh, okay.
So it's not Electronic Arts. It's an Electronic Arts chief design officer who left 4 years ago and co-founded a studio called Embark Studios, which is backed by Nexon. Nexon makes a lot of mobile games. Embark Studios also creating that Arc Raiders game that's on Xbox, I believe. It's like that trippy-looking third-person cooperative shooter. But this is their first, like, real first-person shooter, like, the one they're going all in on. So, there you go.
Okay, my mistake, but at least EA was involved. I was partially
Yeah, they might
so
be more involved, too. But
they've
that's
only done mobile games?
That Embark Studios, they haven't really done a game. That Nexon, who is backing Embark, which actually might even be a part of EA in some way. I don't know. EA just had a shake-up, though, so it's not. I don't even care.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, that Nexon, they do a lot of mobile stuff. They do, like, some console stuff, but you don't... None of us here play them. They're games I've never heard of, and probably most of you haven't heard of either. But that Embark Studios, they're new. And then...
strong first entry.
Yeah, very.
Real strong. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's it? Moving on. Man, how much time I gave y'all, huh? We want to get angry next? Let's get angry next.
Let's get angry.
Let's get angry. All right. So, I read a tweet. Or an article, rather. An article about a tweet. Alright? I read an article about a tweet about Diablo 4. And the tweet about Diablo 4 was coming from Bungie. You ready for this shit? Here we go. So people are still like talking about how level scaling is like one of the worst game design choices or like the laziest game design choice and blah blah blah, and oh my god, I can't believe how Diablo 4 has all this level scaling and the content scales to the player and blah 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 blah. And there was an article where apparently a Bungie dev also tweeted out and said, really, really Blizzard, you did level scaling in your game and I lost my shit. Because if this person's actually a Bungie dev, do you work on Destiny? Do you know what Destiny 2 is all about? Let me explain. Your entire campaign scales to the player. When a new campaign launches, you artificially raise the light level of the player to the minimum amount for that campaign, and then guarantee drops that are way higher in light level so that you can boost the player all the way through to get to the actual content that comes after the campaign. Anywhere you go in the game, all enemies will scale to the player. The only content that doesn't scale to the player is specific content that you have to choose, like a Legend Nightfall, Grandmaster Nightfall, raids, certain dungeons. Those all have set light levels, which, oh, weird. Nightmare dungeons also have set levels, and you have to choose them and queue for them. Huh, weird. Except, you know, your game has been out for freaking years, and you don't even have a looking for group function in it. You have to go to a website to go find a freaking fire team so that you can load into some of your shit. So shut up. You have level scaling too. Quiet. This is shit.
Fucking shit.
Jesus Christ, everybody's making a big freaking deal over this level scaling, and it's one of the best level scaling systems in any game that's used level scaling, because anyone can play with anyone. Kind of. Also, I don't know if it's been a recent update or not, because I don't read the patch notes for Diablo 4. There's too many patches coming out. But it may also be a thing where if you skip the campaign. But now, certain areas of the game, they have a minimum level that monsters will be. So, also level scaling is not as bad as everybody says, and they probably haven't made like a second character. So, GG everyone. Because let me tell you, I got real confused when I made my second character, and I was like, I need to go here to this dungeon, and I'll be fine, because level scaling. And I walked out this one town, and I got freaking beat to shit immediately. I was like, what the fuck? And here's me, level 1, and the enemy is level 35, and I'm like, huh, okay. Not going here. Got it. Message received. So, yeah, there you go. Questions, comments, funny stories.
Level scaling. Always turn it off.
Yeah. What?
In Assassin's Creed games. Sorry, Genesis. Real quick. This will be over. This will be over real quick. I promise. In the newer trashy Assassin-y games, they have the enemy scaling, and
Yeah.
but it's not like, oh, you can't go here. It's you'll never feel like you have power. So anywhere I go, every enemy was either 2 or 5 levels ahead of me, or they were like only 1 or 2 below me. It was not. I'm like, I feel like I have some power against those ones, but like at like 125 hours, I should be dominating everyone in this map because I am literally a god. But it just, oh man, thank God they updated them to turn that shit off, because when I'm going somewhere returning to my home island and fighting somebody who's level 80, being like, why the fuck are you here? This is my home island. I started here when I was 1. Why are you 80? I'm 64! I was so upset, and I turned that shit off. Annoying. Also, that guy is a Destiny 2 engineer. And he just said he doesn't like level scaling. Then he deleted his tweet and was like, "Hey, my wording was real harsh. I just don't like it. But I think Diablo 4 is a stellar game." So he kind of backtracked and was like,
"Oh, all right.
It's literally just short form content, trying to get an opinion out in 120 characters or less." So
yeah,
kind of cleared up. really quickly.
And to be fair, level scaling probably doesn't work in all game types, but like action RPGs, real good for that.
Do away with it.
I mean, you probably could.
Design your game better, you lazy pieces
If you design
of shit.
it,
No,
I
I'm just kidding.
mean, okay. To be fair,
God.
though, to be fair, you got a point because Path of Exile did design around not level scaling because it doesn't really have that. It kind of does, but also doesn't. It's like zones have like a level range, but that game is designed with that in mind, whereas Diablo 4 is designed for level scaling.
Yeah,
So,
because you're designed to play it forever. Assassin's Creed, I'm not
yeah,
designed to play that forever. I'm
right.
designed to put
Hmm.
150 hours and never touch it again. And for the
Yeah.
last 30 hours, I'm supposed to be having a good time, not beating a man to death with a shoe because he won't fucking die. And then you just Fusro Doc, kick him off a cliff. That was great about Odyssey. Love that so much. Missed that in the other one. I had to just roll and hopefully knock people off cliffs. That worked a little bit. But,
All right. So yeah, there's that.
mhm.
If you haven't seen the Star Wars Outlaws trailer, check that out. That looks really
Oh
good.
my god, baby,
I
it's so
watched both those
good.
trailers and
I
oh my
know, it's
god.
so good.
Oh man.
It's got that Watch Dogs fakeness though. It worries
It
me.
really does.
There's
It
too many
really
dust
does.
particles moving when it's windy. I don't like it. I
There
don't.
was that
Oh,
too, but some of the gameplay choices. Oh my! I love how you can give yourself up, but then just draw your weapon immediately and start
it's
shooting.
it's
Oh
the most money they've ever put into anything.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Ubisoft.
Shows.
Also, when you're wanted and it flashes red, it's like, oh
Yes.
fuck, baby, give me. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in.
I
I'm
know.
in.
I'm so into. I can't
Also,
wait.
that cute little guy. I want him.
Nyx. Yep.
Yeah, I want him.
Oh my god, when she was like Nyx fetch for the gun, I was like,
Yep.
no, no,
When
really?
she was
Alright.
like telling him to go push the button, there was so many options to like distract
Uh-huh.
or like
Yeah.
attack, and I'm like, oh baby, I'm using this little guy.
I hope there's a skill tree just for him.
I can't wait for the YouTuber to be like, hey, Star Wars Outlaw run, speed run, Nyx only.
Yeah, right?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. And then the space combat, it looks fake. I can't believe it
It
until
does.
I see it. I can't believe
That's
all of it.
the space, everything in space.
Yeah.
Hyperspace looked really
How many
freaking good
planets
too,
are there
man.
going to be? What's going on? Did they just
Dude,
Starfield us?
when that last line of like I forget exactly
Where
what
do
it
you
was,
want to
something
go?
like where do you want to go? Well, we can go anywhere or whatever.
And then
And
the
they just start
fucking
showing
oh my!
everything.
That's what I was saying. I was like, when they did that, and then they just started showing like the fucking. Oh god, it escapes me what the hell the montage of that, and it's just like
Oh,
her holding her hands up, walking out of a bar,
yeah.
and it's all shadowy, and the wind's blowing, and all the dust is moving, which is still sketch. And then like on a stormy planet, and then like in a night alley in a city,
Well,
it's
there
like,
was
oh
like
my god.
it looked like this. There was the city from one of the first, well, one of the newer trilogy movies. I forget which one. The
It
dude
looks like the
was like talking
city
about Death
from.
Six.
Yeah, it looks like the one from oh god, Rogue Nation,
Rogue
not Rogue
One.
Nation, Rogue One, the one where Andor
The
is like
one, yeah, that
interrogating that
one
guy.
shot of there's also the shot of the dark like cold place that was
Yep,
from Rogue One as well, but I
yep.
forget what the name of that was. I
Yeah,
think
I
they
don't know.
also showed Hoth at one point
Yeah.
in that montage. Oh
Oh,
man, I can't wait.
it looks so good. Fake,
It does.
guaranteed fake.
Oh
Probably
God.
runs like a potato when when it comes out.
Yeah, right. And then I love how in that little like cutscene sort of thing that we saw of she's talking with like the gang boss alien thing or whatever it is, and the Imperial officers there, and she sets like the I don't know what the hell they are, but they look like little purple mushroom things that started growing out
Yeah.
of this little ball. And Nyx is like, "Oh, is this food?" And like tries to eat it right away.
And
It
she
was
still gives it to
adorable.
him. It's adorable.
Yeah.
What is that?
Here, new toy, and he's so happy.
Yeah, definitely one to look out for.
Oh my God.
Can't wait till
You
we're
know,
like, what the fuck happened to
you
this?
know that team that was responsible for like doing all the Nick stuff. They had like cats in their office or something.
So
You
you did not watch the Ubisoft presentation.
No, I did not.
They announced all the studios they have working on it, and they said like
Uh-huh.
11 of them.
Oh.
They were like, "Hey, this is in collaboration with Ubisoft France, Ubisoft Paris, Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft this." And then like just kept naming studios when you're like, "Oh, I thought this would end. Oh, we're still going. Okay." And then they were like, "All right, here you go. Here's 10 minutes." And it's like, "Wow,
Yeah.
what a beautiful
I
10 minutes." Also, did it
Man.
look kind of weird when it like the gameplay first started, like it transitioned from cutscene to gameplay? Like it looked almost
Little
stop
bit.
motion to me. It was
Yeah.
very strange. Like the animation there was weird, or I don't know if it was
It was like lagging or
caption.
something a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It went from real gameplay to a cinematic trailer or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. It was very strange, but
Yeah.
like, oh, that game.
I
Was
mean,
so
the
good.
rest of the explosions, the fucking, oh my
Oh.
god, everything.
Okay. So that was like my pick for best reveal.
Mm-hmm.
There was something else I was going to talk about. That was I going to talk about. What else did I play? Talked about that. Talked about Uncharted, Cult of the Lamb. Talked about the Diablo thing. Talked about the final. Oh no, I'm done. The other thing
Oh,
is the wheel.
all right. I say
Oh,
we,
and Call of Duty, which I have to
oh,
jump in with Genesis.
you
Do we
guys
do that
can
now?
do, yeah, you can do Call of Duty now.
You ready, Genesis? He's dead. Full time.
Sorry, I was muted. I apologize.
Nope, he's here.
I
You
filled
ready?
it.
Season 4?
Muted. Season 4, I'm ready. Go for it, Daddy. Start us off
Season
and I'll keep
4.
us going.
I'm starting it off. All right. Season 4 is out. Oh boy, get excited, but don't. No,
Oh boy.
Call of Duty Season 4. 2 new maps. I played one of them.
No,
Still
there's
haven't seen the other one.
six new maps.
6 new maps.
Yeah, so there's 6 new maps, 2 of which are gunfight, 2 are large scale, and 2 are normal size. So like, you can play those in any rotation.
I have missed the normal size, the one normal size, I think, and all the other ones.
You played Showdown and then Kunistar, I think.
I didn't play
Kunistar.
Showdown. That's the one I
Oh, okay.
missed. I played the
That's the one you missed.
the K Star, whatever the hell it is, the
Yeah,
K-pop level.
K-Star, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is. It's okay.
Yeah, that map was okay. Showdown, I think I like better than Kunistar. The more I played
Okay.
Kunistar, it was so-so. I almost got a nuke on that level. I had 22 kills and I died.
Hey.
I was sitting behind somewhere and I just kept sniping people with the Saab, the SAB. I don't know what the thing is, the change log, and no matter how many times I look this up, the change log for the patch for like gun changes and weapon changes and balancing, I feel like it's incomplete because some of these weapons play fundamentally different now. Like now, apparently the Lockwood is absolutely insane at mid range. The Saab, I think, fell in terms of ranking for like the marksmen's. I have not tried the EBR and I have not tried the
Well, nobody wants to try that.
the LAB, the LAS, something like that. I don't know.
LMS.
LMS, that, yeah. That
Yep.
one seems to be the one that is now taking the crown, I think. I don't
Good,
know.
I love that gun.
So, but yeah, a lot of the guns play fundamentally different. They definitely nerfed some of the shotguns. I see a lot less people will run around shotguns in matches now.
Thank God the KV broadside is dead.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much dead now. Unless you got an incendiary and you're just running around on DMZ, otherwise it's pretty dead. The snipers got a buff because almost every single person and their mother's running with a sniper now.
Great.
They added the akimbo for the FTAC Siege, which I have. That gun is so hard to control in akimbo. I don't know. I don't know how people use it. And then LMGs. LMGs, I think, were the only thing that was not touched in this update.
They feel pretty good, honestly. So.
Yeah, they haven't changed for me at all. Like, I don't feel like they've changed. So I don't think they touched them. But again, this is all just opinionated stuff because I'm like, these guns just feel different as I play. It could also just be like a weird effect for me where Kevin was mentioning that the movement is different now in the game, and some things have changed, like actual core movement has changed and all that. So, gunplay is going to feel different. So maybe I'm just feeling the side effects of that. He's not as much as I am, I think, based on the gameplay matches we've had, the gameplay we've played together so far. Um, but 6 new maps, 3 new weapons, which one of them I don't know how you get because I don't
I
see
don't
it
know
on the
how you
battle
get it
pit.
either, but people have it, so.
Yeah, people have it already. I have no idea how you get it. I don't know where you get it from. Probably I don't know. But the ISO 45 and the Tempest Tempest what the hell was it? The Tempest Razorback? Yeah, Razorback. Um,
Sure.
AR and then the ISO 45 is an SMG. And then Vondel is the new map that dropped for DMZ and Warzone. I have not played that map yet.
Same.
Uh, Vondel apparently is a medium-sized map. Has about, I think it's 18 people can spawn on it versus the like 10 or 12 that can spawn on Ashika. Um, and then Al Mazrah can still spawn like almost like 40 people. So, um, Vondel has, I believe, 2 bosses on there now. I don't know what they are. I have not even looked into it. There's 2 bosses.
The boss. I don't know about the second one, but the one boss that has weapon case is an absolute fucking joke, and already needs to be patched. Because you could literally just jump on top of it and shoot it.
Oh,
So there you go.
we should do that. We should do it one of these days.
It's just a little fucking car that drives around. That's it. I think it like throws
Ah,
landmines and shit around.
okay.
Um,
There, yeah, I don't know about the
you know,
second
like
bosses.
vehicles do. You know, they just start pooping out landmines.
There's
Um,
there's the second boss. I don't know where the hell it is. It's somewhere.
who knows?
There's a whole
These
like
bosses are getting kind of dumb.
yeah, there's a whole system to this map apparently, like underneath or somewhere. It's not like Koshai Complex. It's something else. Like it's I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't know the exact specifics. The big system changes they've had to Warzone and DMZ. Obviously, the health increase to Warzone and DMZ, 50%,
Woo.
50 hit points more. Armor has been accounted for that as well. DMZ has changed their faction system now, where now you have an actual permanent upgrade for characters. Wallet, cooldowns,
Boo.
and something else was permanently changed now, where the faction missions can play into actually upgrading those pieces of, I guess I'd say, equipment, because they help you. You can stash money and stuff like that now, and you can also stash different upgrades for cooldowns and benches and a lot of other things. I think there's a deployable uh, buy station now in this.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, so DMZ finally received that. Warzone's had that for a little while, but now we finally got that on DMZ. Um, I don't have any impressions of the map, as like I mentioned before, but from what I hear online, people are liking Vondel. The problem of Vondel right now is the AI spawn rate is absolutely insane.
Ooh,
Uh,
what a
you
thought.
you kill one person and like 35 dudes emerge from a building trying to shoot at you. So it is not a fun time to play Vondel when you're just trying to kill AI and farm like XP. They included a new item in the last update, which is a disguise where you disguise yourself as an AI. Apparently, you still have your backpack on you, so you just look like an AI running around with his
Stupid.
backpack. Yeah, so players, if I guess if they're not really paying attention, you could kind of scoot around them. But most, I would
Dude.
say, like 75% of the player base is gonna see you and be like, "You're a player."
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. So again, there are more items that are coming through. The mid-season update apparently is going to have something on the battle pass that is going to get updated, and then we're going to have another update to DMZ mid-season. So, um, my thoughts season 4 so far. I haven't played enough to be able to discern like what what are some of the major changes other than just the core movement,
Game
and I
modes.
have not. Yeah. Oh, the game modes. What did they added large scale search
Well,
and
I don't know
destroy.
what they added because I haven't been going into quick play in a hot minute. But new to me, Bounty, A plus
Bounty's good.
plus,
Hmm.
team deathmatch, but both teams have a VIP sort of thing, the HVT. That is worth 5 points instead of just 1 point for killing. Um, and then you have there's a 10v10 mosh pit, which I think was in the game already, but I don't remember. Um, that's what I was running because those game modes are fun. Grind can go fucking jump off a cliff. That's the dumbest mode I've ever seen in my life.
Grind is incessantly stupid now. I don't
There
know
you
what
go.
they did to the grind. They made it worse. I don't know how you can make
How
that
do you
game
make
mode
it worse?
I don't know, man. The despawn rate of the metals has I guess increased. So like they despawn quicker now. So even if you kill somebody and like you're trying to just get out of fire and get into cover and go pick up the tag, it'll probably disappear by the time you get there now. You need to kill them and
Oh,
right in front of you just pick it up and run. If you don't do that, then it's gonna disappear.
weird.
It's annoying. But yeah, Kevin and I will probably have proper updates for you guys more as we get into season 4 a little bit more.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, I need to also get the new weapons. I
But
haven't unlocked either of them. I know Kevin has, and he's been
I
playing with
got
some of them.
them. The ISO 45 are really, really fun, and that's coming from somebody who doesn't like SMGs. The assault rifle's okay. I'm leveling it up to get attachments and whatnot, but I'm probably not going to use it.
I see a bunch of people using that right now
The
online. Like,
kickback on it is strange. But yeah, I've heard the underground says that the cast off 762 is the sleeper OP gun of this season. So we'll see how that
really?
goes. Yeah.
I gotta build one of those and see how it plays. The
I took a
545 has
screenshot
been
of
a
a build.
sleeper for me, and that's been just killing people.
Um,
The TAC's
but
been
yeah,
good. The TAC 56, that's been good though. That's never been taken out of a top
yeah, because
category,
the
I
gun
think.
just has so much damage per shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, season 4. I mean, so far, pretty good. I'm sure after we play DMZ, I'm gonna have a whole bunch more bad things to say about it. But the multiplayer doing pretty solid. Now, the question on everybody's minds: did they fix anything? I got
Oh.
some news for you. Good news. They still haven't fixed anything. So more broke, but they still haven't
Good
fixed
news.
anything. All right, so we're okay there. They still have that bug where like the wrong weapons show up when you're in your loadout. It's great. It's classic.
But why is
Yeah,
it good news?
I mean, because you can always
What?
count on Call of Duty to be broken, so
Why is it good news?
you can continue
Good
to
news. They haven't
count
fixed
on.
anything yet. So
Yeah.
status quo has been maintained.
I thought it's bad news.
That's another thing. I thought that was bad.
That's a no.
No,
That's a
no.
no. Come on.
That's a no.
You're
That's good.
you gotta remember. All right, we're talking about Activision Blizzard. You're setting the bar too high for them. All right.
To do something on their game that's too high.
I don't know. The bar's too high.
Is
That
somebody
bar
else
is-
supposed to do it?
That bar is way too high. That bar is astronomical at this point.
Hmm.
You just gotta keep
Yeah.
putting new content in and hope that the new content fixes the bugs.
Right. That's their
If you
solution.
fix
to
them by
fix it.
accident, then you seem smart.
Oh.
That's their solution to fix it. All right, Adam, take us to the wheel. What are we doing for the wheel?
Take us to the wheel. This sounds like a torture device.
Oh my god, we're on a wheel! Oh man, we should have got a chassis. We're being crushed by the wheel. All right, we're here. Hello, welcome to the wheel.
Welcome to the wheel.
The wheel of
My God.
recommendations.
Please take your
God,
seats.
we need a
We'll be
wheel in
stretched.
here now.
You know
Is it
what?
a different
Let's.
space?
What?
Are you in a different space?
No, we're not moving. I had to go to my computer. I
Oh.
can't see anything that's happening in Minecraft. So please don't get up and make faces or anything. Kevin, I'm talking to you. I know what you would do. All right? I don't trust you at all. Kevin, I switched back immediately because I knew what you were doing. Now fucking go away. Thank you. Kevin, also, I did not switch back. I knew you would be doing it. Anyways, who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Genesis, have you done anything for the wheel?
You know, last couple of weeks I've been a bad boy and haven't done anything, right? I figured let me take this and let me take Daddy's advice and let me turn myself around and be a better man, right? I have watched John Wick, and
Oh my god.
I have also played Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I'll bet it's probably only like half an hour of Kenna, but I got to the first boss, I guess, or mini boss, I guess if you want to call that. John Wick. Wow. Action movies have, for me, a new line they have to cross. It's John Wick. They gotta cross that line if you want to be an action movie.
Hey, I got 3 more movies for you.
Oh, okay, so William Dafoe in the movie, fantastic. It sucks that he died in the movie. Nobody is safe in this movie unless your name is John Wick. Not even the fucking dog. Okay, nobody's safe. No, everybody just dies. Even the fucking girl at the end. They just fucking turned on her and all four of them shot her in her face. I was
Well,
like,
she was bad. She sucked. I'm glad
She
she
broke
died.
rules.
I understand. It's just that, like, this movie reminded me of one of the animes I watched where, like, there was no one safe in the anime. Oh, you grew attached to this character? Fuck off, he's dead. Oh, you like this person because she's a cool character? Fuck off, she's dead. Like, it's just John Wick reminded me. I was like, oh my god, unless you're fucking John Wick, you're just fucking gonna die. It doesn't matter. Um, I cannot state how impressed I am with the action in this movie. Um, Keanu Reeves, this man he's not old, but he's 50 plus, right? He's almost 60, I think, at this point, right?
Yeah.
This dude can move. This dude can act. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Story's cool. I like the story. His wife obviously passes away. Wife gives him a dog. This fucker at a gas station likes his car and says, "I want to buy your fucking car off you."
Everything has a
He
price.
says no. He says no, and then they storm his house in the middle of the night, beat the shit out of him, kill his fucking dog, and take the fucking car. Little do they know that this dude is the fucking legend.
Baba
He is
Yaga.
a fucking legend. And his father finds out, and his father basically tells him, "You're a piece of shit. You don't know who the fuck you just angered, and then we're gonna have to take care of him now because he's not gonna stop until he gets to you and he fucking kills you." My God, it's a trek to get to him at this point. It is a trek. Lance Reddick, he was the guy at the hotel, correct?
Yeah, the concierge.
Yeah. And
Good evening, Mr. Wick.
rest in peace.
know.
Then he meets the girl. The lady who's trying to kill him. He ties her to a chair. She then kills somebody else. Escapes. He escapes out of there. He basically tracks down the son. He basically beats the shit out of the father until the father tells him, or threatens the father actually, because he gets hit by a car. Father catches him, and then he threatens the father and basically proceeds to assault him until he tells him where his son is. He tells him where his son is. He goes to him, kills him.
Cool it. Also, all right, rest in peace to that guy. He died in real life like a few years after the first movie came out.
Oh God.
And I think the
what?
success of John Wick is, especially the first one, is so good because he is such a great villain in that first
He is
movie.
oh my god.
I mean, the knife fight's really dumb and a horrible way to end the movie. But, like, him just smoking a doobie while his son gets killed, it's like a 10 out of 10 move. Yeah, that guy unfortunately passed away.
Oh, man.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Damn. The way he articulated his words were
He's
perfect.
so good.
Absolutely perfect for that character.
Also,
It's
love
crazy.
a Swedish guy who plays a Russian mobster. It's great. It's wonderful.
Just absolutely fantastic movie. I cannot wait to download the other 3 parts and watch them. Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great films. All
Great action. Oh my God, I can't believe it took me this long to watch this damn movie.
The American version of the Raids, I would say.
You
Yes,
piece
I
of
would
shit.
agree.
Were you
I
gonna
would
say
probably
it?
agree
Were
with
you
that.
gonna say it?
There's a lot of, there's just non-stop action. It's just like, it doesn't stop, and that's like, that's something it's very hard to achieve and maintain in a lot of action movies nowadays, Because what'll happen is if you keep just having action, you never get a break, and you kind of just are in this mode of like, okay, there's another fight. Oh, there's another fight. Oh, there's another fight, and you kind of get annoyed at it, right? You're not bored, you're
Yeah.
just annoyed because there's no break in between. That's why you have some story coming out in between. This movie just does this at a different level where, oh, I'm looking
It's a
off.
great story and it builds up. Like
Yeah.
if you first time watching, you're like, who the fuck is John Wick and what can this man do? And everyone's like, hey, why'd you hit my son? And it's like, it's because he killed John Wick's dog and stole his car. Oh. And then Vigo's talking to his son, and he's like, I was actually quoting this earlier. As I was making my dinner, and I was like, you can do nothing. You can't do anything, and you will do nothing because you can do nothing. He will come for you. And he's just sledgehammering like the ground, and you're like, what is happening?
Bang.
And he's
way
got-
that
yeah,
the
it's
way
so
that he
good.
is portrayed as this grim reaper of a dude, it's just,
He is.
it's sick. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
He kills
Crazy.
77 people in this movie, in the first one, I think, in total.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's
he kills a
of
lot.
people.
He kills a
A lot.
lot. My favorite scene is when he's creeping through the nightclub area after he killed the one Russian dude, drowned him in the sink and broke his neck. But when he's sneaking in the club and he stabs that guy and he just looks at his eyes as they're like going down, I'm like, what the fuck? And then you see what the hell is his name, Alfie or whatever the hell it is, like in the pool, and then you just hear the song. And then you just see a guy bleeding on a glass wall, and I just, oh my god, that song is so good. But that scene is in my head always. I love that scene.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great
So
film.
many scenes.
So many. 2 so good. 3 so good. 4 I really like, and there's
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
oh, so good.
Oh.
I kind of wish you watched The Raid 2 though.
Maybe I'll watch that. I don't know. I
It's
was
the
really
greatest
eager to
action
watch-
movie ever made. So.
I
Yeah.
was way eager to watch John
Hey,
Wick because
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean?
I'm fucking mad. Go fucking watch the fucking movie.
Hey,
Oh,
Destinoto,
man,
let's go watch
yeah.
The Raid 2, you know? Let's get off this podcast and watch The Raid 2. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for watching. It was good.
Bye.
Alright. Genesis, you got anything else to say?
I love John Wick. Kina so
And he
far.
loves you.
Yes. Actually, it's Kenna because they said it. I thought she pronounces her own name in the game. It's
Yeah.
Kenna.
Yeah, 100%.
Kenna is a Pixar movie at this point. It looks so good. I haven't played much. Very basic, jumping, platforming. The Rot, they look adorable. You want to squeeze the shit out of them. They just look so adorable.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you just want to take one and just strangle it and keep
Whoa.
shaking it all the time until
What
its
the
eyes roll
fuck?
back, and then you throw it into a fucking river and drown it. It's so cute. It's adorable.
Is that what you do to your
Like
kids? And what? What was that? Alright, we're gonna move on.
My kids are fine. I have not drowned either of them, and they.
You don't think they're cute enough to shake them and drown them in a river?
I know what shaken
And
baby
squeeze them
syndrome
till their
is.
eyes roll backwards? This
And
is very
I-
descriptive, like you've done it before.
That's
no.
brain damage, is what that is.
Oh, you're such a kidder, Adam. Brain damage. Who believes in that? Anyway,
Who believes?
Oh shit. I'm looking forward to playing more Kenna. The game is real smooth. 60 FPS, really smooth game. I want to fight more enemies in the game, and I want to learn more of the abilities. Apparently, the anniversary update gives you like a bow and outfit changes and all that, so I can't wait to get some of that stuff. But yeah, I like Kenna so far. Great recommendation. I think Adam, you recommended me Kenna?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
good
me.
recommendation. Very good
This is
one.
me, James. I'm the author of the fame.
Very good.
Um, it's a Spectre phrase. Terrible Bond movie reference. Um,
Spectre was bad? I thought it was good.
oh, I hated Spectre. I hated so
Oh,
much
okay.
about Spectre. It was clear that they did not write it to actually be part of this organization, and they had to shoehorn some things in. And what a waste of Christopher. We're not. I don't want to talk about that. Anyway,
Oh, I did forget to talk about something. Shit.
Kevin, you
Go
downloaded
ahead.
something? Because it sounds like
Yeah,
you're being downloaded.
yeah. I
All
was.
right,
Yeah.
Kevin, you want to go next? If you
I
did
forgot to
anything
talk
from the
about
wheel?
a side thing. I did. But another thing I forgot to talk about real quick.
Oh
Real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. You do you,
I
man.
played the Lies of P demo.
Oh,
Oh
It's not.
yeah. Fuck.
I did not enjoy this at all.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
I don't know. Just in
Oh,
order, you should still try out the demo.
okay.
But I feel like they made some choices with the combat that are just bizarre. Um,
This is a
so I
Souls-inspired
chose,
game?
yeah. So
Okay.
I chose the two-handed, the big boy sword because I like those weapons in these games. And the first attack. Now, if you're using a big two-handed sword, what's your first attack going to be?
Why he
If you
sound
said a
Italian for a
thrust,
little bit?
you're correct.
Downward slash.
If you said thrust forward like a lance, you are correct. Um, it's the first attack in your chain. You follow that up with a sweeping cleave attack. No idea how this man has the upper body strength to do this. That's not a question. Um,
Because he's a real boy.
the gauntlet. I mean, I barely played this demo. I didn't get very far because I didn't really like the time I was having. But like that just seems useless. Um, there's like special moves that you can do, but they have a weird wind up time that makes it real annoying to actually use them in real combat. Enemies have like no sense of being staggered at all, it seems. Um, love the sneak attack. It's brutal as fuck, and I love it. Because you don't just like hit the guy twice like in Dark Souls. No, you freaking start just hacking the man up. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it's another Dark Souls style game. I would equate it more to Dark Souls than Bloodborne. They're probably gonna say, no, it's more Bloodborne, and it's like, no, it's not. Um, because Bloodborne actually rewards you for being reckless. This game, if you try to be reckless, you're gonna get shit on. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I'm just sort of over these style games at this point. There's been so many. Every
They have
action,
made a little too many.
yeah, every like third person action game is like, oh man, I gotta be like Dark Souls. I'm like, you really don't, but okay. Um, but you know, if you like these games, you really like these games, give the demo a shot. I think it's very telling. It's very good. Like it plays very well. Um, I also don't understand why the story is narrated exactly the same way as any Dark Souls game. Pick it. The narrator talks very slow. It's a woman's voice. Everything has a cryptic meaning for some crazy ass reason. Instead of it being Gemini Cricket, it's Gemini. I don't understand that. I don't know why we had to change anything, but it's okay.
Oh.
Um, Gemini is like this fucking robot voice for something that's tiny and like a lantern. I don't quite get that either, but you know, you do you game. And there you go. So now, the wheel. Tessinoto, you
Mhm.
recommended me the TV show The Days
Mhm.
on Netflix. Alright, so the title of this is called The Days. Kevin watched this in a day. Kevin did not stop watching this until it was over. Kevin multitasked a lot. This was a great show. Great recommendation. If you like Chernobyl, the Chernobyl series from HBO Max, there's no reason you don't watch this. Um,
Yeah.
I like how they didn't follow the same formula necessarily either, but it feels like on the same level of perfect execution.
Hmm.
Um, because like Chernobyl kind of dives into like, well, I mean, Chernobyl was a more serious like accident, I guess. They're both serious, don't get me wrong, but like Chernobyl dives into more like the here's how everybody's lives are like completely destroyed, and here's people in the hospital just getting fucked up, and they accelerate what like radiation does to you and over dramatize it and blah blah blah, and it's very bam punch you in the face. The Days shows how much Japan and Japanese people care for each other and how they're really just trying to get out of this as best they can. And the world is like, no, no, fuck you. I'm kicking you in the balls again the entire time that this disaster is happening. um, because, man, like right from moment one, they're doing the right stuff. They're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But it goes from earthquake to tsunami to here comes the emergency vehicles. Oh wait, they fucking can't get there because there was a tsunami. And when the waves receded, everything blocked the roads.
Yeah.
Like
There's
this is just
debris everywhere. There's
a
shit
bad
blocking
situation getting worse
everything.
constantly. Yeah.
Oh,
And oh man, what a show. And the dub's not bad. But
oh, did you
I
watch the
really
dub the
enjoyed it.
whole way, or?
I I watched the dub the whole way because I
Oh.
had other things to do, and this is
Hmm.
one of those things where you don't really need to watch everything that's happening on the screen. It's very heavy dialogue driven as opposed to like visuals. So I was there, man.
Yeah.
Um, man, you feel real bad for certain people in this too. Like I didn't really feel bad for many people in Chernobyl. It was more just a sense of oh fuck. Where this one is like, no, not this man. He's a good man. Why does he have to
Yeah.
sacrifice himself? I
Oh my
get it, but like
God.
also, and let me
Those
tell you,
those older people, they were
hmm
doing everything they could for so
yes,
their younger generation could live
yep,
longer than them.
it was great. And let me tell
That's
you, the one
insane.
scene where they're trying to move the electric lines from the power vehicles to wherever the hell they're trying to hook up. Um, when the first man disappears, I'm like, the fuck happened? This is a horror movie now?
He
And
just
then the one
fucking
dude
disappeared.
mentions, like, oh fuck, all the he didn't say that. He's like, oh man, all the storm drains are open, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Just holes in the ground now. And then somebody else just
Yeah.
disappears from sight.
Uh huh.
Luckily, they end up rescuing the second guy, and then they're like, wait,
Yeah.
if
Wait,
he
what about
went
the first guy
down,
who somehow doesn't
first
drown?
guy, first guy went down too. We gotta find him. Go, go, go! Find him! Find him!
Dude, it was so. Oh man, I love when these kinds of shows do things like that though, because
Yeah,
like what, regardless of whether or not that actually happened, that's a very real thing that you wouldn't think of that causes a lot of problems.
yeah. I
And
had
I
no
love it when shows
nothing
bring that up.
like came up in my head that like, oh, they might fall in a hole somewhere.
Yeah,
There's a tsunami just happened. I wonder what tsunamis do to the stuff that are sitting on the ground.
yeah.
And that was one of the
Or
things
like
that it did.
even the fact of like, oh, they gotta run like these power cables, and they don't have the winch to like move it on their own because there's water everywhere. So somebody has to carry it, and that person who's carrying it better not fucking drop it or fall.
Yeah, and they got to move through like knee-high water.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, or like you go to Chernobyl, and I guess this wasn't really real, but like when they showed people being put into like zinc coffins or whatever they were supposed to be, whatever material they were made out of, and like buried super far under the ground, so like that the
Mhm.
radiation didn't get out. I was like, oh shit, that's right. That's a thing too. Oh god damn. Like those realizations, I don't know, for me it's one of the coolest things about watching shows like this. So I'm glad that the days also had some things that hit home like that.
So that
Um
wasn't an actual thing that they did?
I don't know. I read
It
some
was.
articles that were like, oh, it
Oh.
It
was a
was.
real thing.
It
Okay.
wasn't. It wasn't like not everyone did that, but the firefighters that died because they were the most
Oh,
radioactive people. They had to be
Yeah.
buried, and they were sealed under concrete.
okay.
Yeah. So that is true. That part.
Okay. I know they took liberties here and there.
Yeah, they took a lot of
Uh,
liberties in that show, but
but
every show has to.
Liberty and justice is served.
sure.
Great.
But yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. And if you
Oh,
have
no.
more, I'll take them. Because I already went online and looked up what shows should I watch after watching Chernobyl and The Days. And let me tell you, the recommendations that Google gave me were out there. Um, I don't remember what they were, but I'm like, how, why now? Why this? One of them was Contagion, though, and I'm interested. Um, 'Cause I
The
read the
movie?
yeah,
It's an older one, right? Like
Yeah.
2011,
Yes.
20s.
Kind of old. Yeah.
2011, I think it was,
Yeah.
Oh.
with
Was it an older
Jude Law and some
one?
people.
Yeah. Matt Damon, right?
Maybe.
It's the one where everybody kept going,
Oh,
COVID,
it
you
is
should have
only
listened to Contagion
2011.
or
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
Contagion or
yeah,
whatever.
19.
Yeah, yeah. Gwyneth
Hmm.
Paltrow and crap, yeah.
but yeah, that was that.
Cool.
I
Good,
did
good,
not play
good.
AI The Somnium Files. I apologize, Genesis.
It's okay.
I'll get to it
He'll get to it. He'll
this
get to
week.
it.
This week, I got faith in myself this
He'll
week.
get to it. He'll get to it.
And there you go. That's my wheel.
All right, Destinoto. What do you do?
Um, so this
Don't
one
worry,
was
Kevin. This is for you.
a while
Oh,
ago. Um, I had downloaded a few, or I guess two of the handful of games that were recommended. And I played Bloodstained, uh,
Handful.
ooh,
Ritual of the Night for about an hour, and
Handful.
I was enjoying it. It's a pretty fun. Um, it's a Metroidvania style game, right?
Are you
yep,
That,
yep,
asking or?
that's yeah. I just want to make sure because that's what it felt like
yeah,
when I
yeah.
was playing it. Okay,
Are
yeah,
you
and
asking?
I didn't really get too far. I got past the first boss though. She was interesting. Her her jelly boobs just flying, flailing everywhere.
Her young. I'm sorry. What?
Jelly boobs.
Her jelly
Oh,
boobs. They were
I
like
thought he
flailing
said you're
around everywhere.
young. I was like, what? You're young? What?
Are you
What?
with us? Or
I am right here with you. I have not muted. I have not gone anywhere. I am here. Where are you?
Um, the controls were well, I was using control stick at first, and I switched over to um the D-pad after, well, closer to the first boss because like this is a little more accurate when I'm like moving and I'm not getting trying to not get too close, but I'll also stay within attack range. I was literally using the dagger the whole way through till after the first boss because I was like, well, I guess I just didn't really think to swap the weapon for the other one I had. I had a short sword and I had a one of the two-handed swords towards the end of that area on the boat. Um, but yeah, the art style is pretty cool. Um, gameplays is pretty good so far. I got the katana. I was using that just before we started the podcast. I was slashing
Katana.
stupid birds up because they keep flying into my fucking face and they don't react in time and just hit and they fly away and I can't fucking kill them. Um, but yeah, pretty good. I think I'll definitely keep playing it. Good recommendation, Kevin. Thanks.
Yay!
I definitely saw this game a while ago and I heard about it, but I never decided to try it for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just didn't decide to try it, but I'm glad I did. It's good. Pretty good.
Cool. All right, is that all you did?
Yes.
All right, cool. I did a few things. I watched 2 episodes of The Days. I kind of tuned out while you guys were talking because I didn't get that far. But the first episode I really liked. The second episode I was kind of like, all right. Also, I'm watching it with subs. All right, I ain't no dubs guy. Get out of here, Kevin, with your dubs. I just don't like an actor's performance is it, for to have somebody else's voice is very weird to me. It always looks stupid. I hate it. It just doesn't seem right, and most of the time it's not great. Even when it's good, it's not even that good. Um, but yeah, so I'm listening. I'm doing subs. But yeah, only 2 episodes in. First episode was really good, especially the drowning that was happening in the first episode with those two
Oh
guys.
man.
I was like, oh
You're just
no! And
stuck
then
in
the one
those
dude goes,
tiny fucking doorways.
and it does that camera, and it's like he drowned, and then all of a sudden the water starts receding, and then you hear him go, and it's like, yeah, and the other dude who got
Yeah.
stabbed in the leg is still alive, and I'm like, oh yeah. Also,
Somehow they're both just
somehow
Yeah.
they both live, but
barely clinging to life.
those people on the stairs, I was like, what are you doing? Do not go up. If you don't see a
Uh,
lot of water coming in through the doorway, that means the doorway
yeah.
is going to explode. Don't go up there. And they went up there and they then hit their heads and necks on like railings, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Then the second episode, it was more about like I think it was called evacuation or whatever, and they were like, we don't need to evacuate, and it's like, well, actually, we do need to evacuate. Also, the Prime Minister guy is from the Outrage movies. He's the one detective in those Outrage movies. Have you ever seen those? They're these like
Hmm.
Japanese Yakuza films. They're great. There's like 4 or 5 of them. There's so many. Um,
Outrage.
yeah, they used to be on Netflix. They might still be on there. Um, just I don't know. Really enjoyed those movies. I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen him in years.
Hmm.
So yeah, watch The Days. So I will finish it. So thank you for that recommendation. I'm not as high as Kevin on it so far. I think it's good. It's just not like, oh my god, this is crazy. But it's
I
good.
think you gotta keep trucking.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
Yeah,
It's like
the
Truck your
performances are
ass.
just oh
Oh.
yeah. And then the other thing I watched was Into the White, Kevin.
Into the
Um,
white.
yeah, the movie he recommended. It's about 3 Nazi pilots.
Into
4
the
Nazi
white.
pilots crash. One dies. 3 of them. It's like in the Swedish mountain ranges or the Netherlands mountain ranges. I don't know. And they find a cabin, and then 2 British guys show up, and they're like, "We're gonna stay in this cabin, and we're gonna work together." The tagline for the movie is they're gonna work. They gotta put aside the war and work together. For like 70% of the movie, they do not put aside the war and work together. They're like holding each other like hostage, and then they like get all smart and stuff, and like the British guys are being held hostage because they don't have guns, but then they're like, haha, we tricked you. Ron Weasley, um, he's the second in command British guy, and he kind of tricks them and gets their guns, and then it's like, all right, cool. And then with the 3 Nazis, there's the main guy, there's this really tall guy, Strunk, who is my favorite character, which is weird to say since he was a Nazi. And then there's this like Hitler Youth guy that I just did not care for at all. And honestly, for the last third of the movie, they just knock that man out. And his because he got shot in the army, gets infected, then they have to cut it off. It's a whole thing. But overall, I think the movie was good. The longer it went on, the more I liked it. I I think the weakest part of that movie is the beginning because there is a lot of like just not a lot of dialogue, kind of just like establishing everything, and I just felt like that went on a little too long. But then when you get Ron Weasley, I think his name is Smith. When Smith and Strunk start to get along after Strunk's like, I speak English. Like, I just thought that bromance was so good. And I was like, I could watch a whole movie about these two. And I thought the main British captain, I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. I guarantee you he's not in much. I looked him up. He's not in much. He's not great in this. The main Nazi captain guy, I thought he was gonna be, I don't know, like he was honorable because he clearly didn't really
Yeah.
even believe in the war. Um, which I'm curious if it's based on a true story. I'm curious if these people were actually like as 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 kind of not for the war or against the war, but like so like in the middle, like they're just soldiers. I'm curious if
Mhm.
that was the case or if that was like toned down for the movie, so you could actually like these characters. Like Strunk was like, I'm just going to war because I don't want to run a factory. I want to be a painter, but my family doesn't believe in me like that. And
Mhm.
then, yeah, the main captain guy, he when he breaks down, he's like, I'm a terrible captain. Everybody, everybody,
Yeah.
I got another guy killed. I went to jail, and then they were like, you can go back, and then I just got another one killed, and this guy's gonna die. And he's like, all right, like, come on, man. And then he gave him his lighter back at the end, which was like, oh, that's nice. He kept his word. But like, it's a movie where, like I said, the first third, I was like, all right, something needs to happen. I expected, I don't know, philosophical talks about the war. There was maybe one of them that was kind of over real quick, where they were like, hey, yeah, there's people in the Netherlands, they hate Germany because they're stealing the resources. And then the Nazis were like, well, we're trying to take them because we're protecting them from you. You're the British Empire. Like, what do you think we learned this from? And the British are like, wait, what? No. And it's like, are you fucking stupid? Do you not know what the British Empire is like? And it's just, I don't know. I expected more of that, but again, that um Smith and Strunk relationship, fucking when they killed Strunk, man, oh god, I was crushed. I was so
Mhm.
crushed.
Mhm.
Saddest Nazi death in any movie. um, but overall, I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth a watch if you care about history or are interested in like the plot at all. But overall, I would say it was just okay. Um, so I don't know if you have anything about that, Kevin. Any kind of thoughts on what I've said or
Dude, that ending.
that? Okay, so the ending, it's like okay, yeah, and the Netherlands guy is like, hey, you're gonna look like traitors. And it's like, hey man, we were trapped in the snowy woods with Nazis. We didn't kill them. They didn't kill us. We didn't tell them secrets. They didn't tell us secrets. We just put the war aside and survived. And like
Mhm.
they barely look at the Nazi captain like to acknowledge him and stuff. But it was nice that they actually met up like 30 years later,
Mhm.
like in the 70s, the two captains. But yeah, overall, again, it was enjoyable. It just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
Alright.
Um,
Alright.
then I watched Miss Sloane, and I'll tell you what, Kevin.
Yeah.
I started it, and I was like, "Oh, this is about a lady in who's a fucking what? The word escapes me.
She's a pedophile.
Jesus Christ, no. She's a
A
lobbyist.
lobbyist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't think of it. Thank you. she's a lobbyist, and I'm like, I fucking hate lobbyists. They're the biggest problem in modern day. They're one of the biggest problems in modern day politics. And then that movie happened, and in the beginning, she's like, "Hey, what you do is once they play their trump card, you then play your trump card, but only after they play theirs." And I was like, "That's coming back." Then the end of the movie happened, and I'm not spoiling it because I think it's worth a watch.
Yeah?
Because she plays her trump card. God, Kevin, I can't tell you how bad I wish this was based on a true story. I can't tell you how bad. Her speech, Jessica Chastain plays the main lady. Her acting is Oscar worthy in this film. Every side character is fantastic. The movie is like, it's a political espionage thriller, is how I would describe it. And it's all about gun reform. But it doesn't get preachy with gun reform.
No.
Because she is the most morally repugnant character I've ever rooted for. Respected, hated.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I hate lobbyists. I mean, gun reform would be good, but at the same time, this is not the way. But also, like, oh my god. Kevin, I love this movie. And I think it's been your greatest recommendation of this for me.
Wow.
I really liked it. In the beginning, I was like, I'm digging this. But then, I don't know, somehow in the middle, I'm like, wow, this is fucking flying by. And I'm like, I only have 20 minutes left, what the fuck? And then it ended, and I was like, I fucking love that. I talked to people at work about it. I went on IMDb, and I'm like, what the hell was the box office? Oh my god, it flopped so bad.
This movie did not do well.
Oh, it did.
And I
horribly.
think it's a travesty.
I agree with you that it's an absolute travesty. It's so good. It's so good. It's so well written. And again, the lead actress, she is fantastic. The amount of emotion or lack of emotion or control, and the way she speaks, and like, oh man, just there's so many scenes where I'm like, and then by the end, I wanted to clap. It's one of those. So, yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 recommendation right there. That was quite a film. That was quite a film. So, thank you. But yeah, that's all I was recommending. That's all. Oh, I also watched Dilsey, and Genesis said I could replace Rehen Haim Ter de Main with Dilsey. So, Dilsey, 10 out of 10 movie. Highly recommend.
It's a good movie.
Never watch it. It's a horrible.
No, it's a great movie, and it actually is really good. I always forget how serious it is until the very end.
It's a waste
of
3 hours of your life.
For like
just
10
like
minutes.
every other.
The ending is
Bollywood
so
movie
fucking
there
funny.
is.
Still, it shouldn't be, but it's so funny.
God, what a stupid movie.
You're wrong. Rewatch it.
Well, Bollywood movies are just horrid.
But yeah, that's all I watched. Highly recommend Miss Sloane. Are we doing Wheel of Recommendations?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Destinoto, I recommend Miss Sloane to you. It's on Max.
Destinoto died.
Destinoto, you dead?
No.
He was dying.
I recommend Miss Sloane to you, that movie that Kevin told me to watch. It's a political espionage movie. I have no idea if you're into those. I don't even care. Watch it. You're going to love it, I bet. The ending is so fucking good.
Okay.
All right, who wants to recommend who?
Man, I kind of wanted to recommend Destiny.
Oh, by the way, Into the White was not on Amazon Prime. It was, but you had to pay for it for some reason. I don't know if it was just removed, because I checked the website again, and it didn't say Amazon Prime. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I found a streaming service, but that streaming service cut out every 20 minutes. And then I was like, okay, whatever, I'll see if I can find one. And then I found one where it's like, hey, log in with your public library card. And I was like, cool. And it had every public library except anything where we live. And I'm like, that's the only public library card that I have. And then I texted our friend, the tall one, the call one, I'll call him.
Mm.
And he was like, you can get a library card for this one library that's out of state, and it's real quick. So I went to do that, but then also they didn't accept that library card. And I
Wow.
was like, whatever, man. So then I found another stream of it, but it didn't have subtitles. So then I was like, whatever, I'll just wait. So I literally watched Into the White in 20-minute increments, but I don't think it really affected anything. Like, I didn't have a problem with pacing of the film or anything like that. So just wanted to point that out.
Okay.
But, oh, what a nightmare. Took me like 2.5 hours to watch an hour-and-a-half movie.
All right. Well, I was gonna recommend this Naruto game, but now I also kind of want to recommend to Adam another movie.
Oh,
I think we're swinging. I think we're swinging for the fences here. I gotta ask questions though, because I don't know what you've seen. You've seen a lot.
seen a lot.
Uh, First of all, have you seen Defiance?
I don't know. Why does it? It sounds familiar.
Daniel Craig, French Resistance.
Oh man.
I have not seen Defiance.
Oh my
Mm.
God! Watch Defiance.
Is
I
that
love
anywhere?
movie.
I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, I
I-
have seen. I have seen Defiance.
Might be
I
on-
lied.
Oh.
Oh,
It used to be on Netflix. I forgot about
Yes.
that. Yeah. Once
What
I
did you
seen,
think of that?
once I saw Liev Schreiber, I remember really enjoying it.
It was a
Mhm.
surprisingly good movie. I think it was one of Daniel Craig's best performances.
Yeah, I honestly forgot he
Mhm.
was in it.
Yeah.
I remember Liev Schreiber in it though, and as soon as I pulled it up, I was like, "Yep, yeah." It used to be on Netflix.
Have you seen Joyeux Noel?
I have no idea what you just said, so I'm gonna assume no.
Ooh, okay.
What's it called?
Joyeux Noel.
Son of a bitch, IMDb, stop doing that. An ad keeps popping up, and I keep clicking the wrong thing. Oh, I've seen this. I watched this in a French class
Okay.
about the soccer game. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. I just remember Diane Kruger in it because I was like, who the hell is Diane Kruger?
Have you seen Courage Under Fire?
I know I have not seen Courage Under Fire.
I recommend Courage Under Fire with what's her face
Courage
and
Under
Denzel Washington, I think.
Fire. Oh yeah, Meg Ryan.
Yeah, that's it, Meg Ryan.
Yeah, no, I've actually never seen this. It's one of the few
Oh, check that
Denzel
out.
Washington movies I haven't seen. Where the hell is this?
Check that out. Good movie. Is it anywhere? If not, I'll give you my copy.
Oh, Kevin, I can watch it.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if there's somewhere easy. Courage Under. That's not how you spell any of that. But hey, I found it.
All right.
It's on. It's on literally every single thing except anything I own. But don't worry, Kevin, I'll watch it.
All right. Sweet. Courage Under Fire is my recommendation for you.
Yep, I already found it. We're good. Courage Under Fire. Great. Anybody else? Any recommendations for anybody else? Destino, you want to recommend anybody? Genesis, you want to recommend anybody?
I want to recommend Destino to a game. Can I double recommend?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Ooh, Destino.
Mm-hmm.
You could verify this. I'm pretty sure you probably have a PS Plus thing that has this for free. Rogue Legacy 2.
Yeah, he does.
I probably do.
Yeah, it's on
I
extra,
recommend.
I believe.
I recommend some Rogue Legacy 2 for you.
Nice. I was going to
Rogue
recommend that to him as
Legacy
well.
2.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I was good because I recommended him to Sloan. That just came out too.
Yep.
PlayStation. All right. Destinoto or Genesis, you want to recommend anybody anything?
No.
Oh, wow.
Who's seen Black Mirror here?
Oh, I hate Black Mirror.
Parts.
You hate Black Mirror? Wow.
I always think it's like too long for episodes. It feels like a knockoff of Twilight Zone sometimes. It's just, and then everyone's like, well, if you don't like Black Mirror, you should watch certain episodes. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not about that life.
Yeah, that's fair. How much have you seen, Kevin?
Episodes here and there.
Yeah, see, I'm not about that life. Everyone does that. Hate that.
Okay.
But it overall, I don't really like the subject of every Black Mirror episode, but the ones where I'm like, I think I'll like this, I wind up really liking. If that helps you at all.
Well, there are definitely some like crazier, like insane, like stories for certain
Yeah,
episodes that
like
are better than others.
my favorite. Now, granted, I have no idea. Like, I think the last time I looked at Black Mirror, there was seasons 1 through 3, and I didn't really look that hard. But like, one of my favorite episodes that was the one where I think it was season 1. They the one dude like wakes up in this town, and what the hell's on the TV? Something about like how he's like, is he wanted? I don't know. Everybody in the town is like chasing him, and he's running from people. He's running from people, and like the punchline at the end is like he gets caught and like re-drugged, and he's like some criminal or something who like wakes up every day to this sort of scenario, and like the whole town gets to like chase him for whatever rhyme or reason, and like I don't know, rinse and repeat. I might be
I think I know
misremembering,
which
but
episode you're talking about. Um,
it's like the
Not
Purge but
season
backwards.
one.
Uh,
Uh, it's not season one. I guess it's not season two. You said it was a guy in
huh?
the show. In the episode, it was a guy who was running away
Yeah, I'm
from.
pretty sure the guy. He was definitely like it was another way to like jail quote quote criminals. Basically, was like the whole um words moral slash ethical quandary that they were looking at in the episode. That
Okay.
seems to be basically their motif of like, hey, what can we look at this time? Yeah, I'll try to find the freaking episode. Excuse me.
Well, hmm, kind of want to recommend Maniac, but I didn't finish it yet.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't have anything to add.
hmm Hmm. What about Captain Phillips?
Seen Captain Phillips.
Ooh, I have not seen Captain Phillips.
You haven't
No.
seen Captain Phillips?
I have
Great
not.
movie from the Mr. Tom Hanks.
All right,
I'll
I can
say
do that.
good movie, great scenes.
Great scenes, yes. That's probably better.
So Destinoto, Kevin, Captain Phillips. Oh, is that anywhere? I'll look.
I
Oh,
think
you just
it
watched it
should be on
too.
Netflix. Yeah. Just verify. It's still on Netflix.
Cool. There you go, Kevin. Watch Captain Phillips.
All right, Captain Phillips.
Those
Captain Phillips.
pirates.
So spot. Hey, you're the captain now, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
You're the captain now. All right, Genesis. You said you had nothing.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, well, that's the end of that. You guys want to talk about the Nintendo thing?
Well, for the sake of time, and because I know you two gentlemen have work in the morning, we'll shorten this down to about let's think of the three biggest things that'll appear there tomorrow. I think that's fair.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you gentlemen good with that? Three biggest things you think are going to appear at the Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Pikmin
I'm
4.
taking the silence and taking the silence as a yes. So there's a Nintendo Direct scheduled for tomorrow. They have clarified that it is on the upcoming Switch games that are going to be released for later this year, and Pikmin 4, obviously. Um, that's the context they've given. Does it say how long it's going to be?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Probably one
Also,
of the longer
Pikmin 4 is
directs.
supposed to be July 21st. So,
Yeah.
like literally a month away.
One of their longer directs that I've probably seen. We can, we don't have to go around for this. I think we can just kind of put our ideas in and create something. Unless you want to go around for this, Adam.
Metroid
Destiny
Prime
was wrong.
Remastered.
It was a woman.
You
Metroid
didn't see that?
Prime
You didn't see that?
2.
What'd you
Wait.
say, Kevin?
The Destiny I was wrong. It was a woman. The episode's name is White Bear.
Yeah, we
Oh,
know.
okay. That's
Yeah,
the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, we both looked at it and figured it out, Kevin. That's why he was like, "Is it a woman or is it? Are you sure it's a man?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." And I looked at that and I was like, literally no other episode has this explanation.
Yeah,
But no,
that was a
I
pretty
loved
interesting
the
episode.
whole idea behind that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
because like everybody
like
just
become an
recording on their
attraction.
fucking phones, and
Yeah.
it's all just a fucking performance, and this woman's like actually almost dying, and
Yeah, and she's like
everybody
having
just
panic attacks,
at,
and then
at,
they're
at
like,
her
"Cool, we're
complete
gonna do it again
expense.
tomorrow." And you find out like she's a prisoner, and I'm just sort of like, all right, I should be all right with this, but all right.
Nope.
When the fuck did Desnoto get in here? In
Oh, I've been
Minecraft.
here.
Ah, man, I walked away. All right, Nintendo.
So-
Metroid Prime Remastered 2 is gonna be there.
Okay.
I sure fucking hope so.
I'm asking
What else?
Desnoto. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be there. Are you kidding me?
Well, this
Metroid-
would be the time, I think, if the timeline is right. This would be the
Timeline's right.
time they put it out.
All right. Day
We're
one.
doing like things we think are gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Kevin, you can do whatever you want. Just name something.
Name something.
Name
Oh
something.
dear God, please, Demon's Crest remake. Oh, please.
More Mario Kart 8 tracks coming.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Are they ever announcing Mario Kart 9?
No.
Yes.
No.
Probably not, for a
Not
little bit.
not for a while. Yeah.
Not for
The next,
not until the next console.
Yeah, I agree with Genesis. Next console, that's Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually just call it Mario Kart X. They just skip right to it.
Or just Mario Kart.
Or just Mario Kart.
And reboot it.
Or
Full
Mario
Forza?
Kart 64. Maybe the Nintendo Switch 64 is what's next.
Mario Kart Infinite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 360.
Kart Mario.
Cario.
Wow. Oh,
Mario
wow.
Kart Circuit.
Mario Truck. Mario Fuck.
Whoa.
I'm excited to see Pikmin 4. I'm just going to say that right now.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Pikmin games. I always think they're fun. I think they're a neat idea. If they were on PlayStation, I'd platinum them. But they're not, so I'll never play them.
We're gonna get a bunch of third parties that came
Yeah,
out
they
3
just
years
get too
ago,
sad.
ported to the Switch.
We're going to get 85 more farming games like last time?
Yeah, in cloud version, because the Switch can't handle shit.
Okay.
Nintendo Outlet. First
What's,
there was the Switch, now there's
What's going to be the
outlet.
shock announcement? They usually have a shock announcement. Like,
The shock
whoa.
announcement is gonna be
New console.
no, that's not tomorrow. No. They're gonna remaster the Super Mario Galaxy games.
Mm.
Well, they
Yeah.
already did that triple pack.
Yeah, they did.
That
wasn't all of them,
Sunshine. That was.
Missing Galaxy
64,
2.
Sunshine, and yeah, Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
No Galaxy
So
2 in that, but
so maybe they'll have Galaxy 2, something else, and something else.
Paper Mario remake.
Paper Mario remake.
Yeah.
You don't think like a sequel? They've already made a sequel, so like the sequel to the sequel?
No.
Okay.
Remaster of the original Paper Mario.
Another shocker. We may get a Pokemon remake announced tomorrow.
Oh no.
When is this tomorrow?
10 a.m.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Yep.
Anybody gonna be up? I'll be up.
I will be at work. I will
I'll
be
be
an
up.
hour and a half into work.
I'll be getting my windshield replaced tomorrow.
All right, when is everybody watching? I'm off tomorrow.
I don't
Or are we
typically
not
watch
watching it?
Nintendo ones.
Alright.
I could watch it after work if you want.
Yeah, I'll carry my earbuds with me if you're gonna be in the party. I'll watch.
Yeah, if you want to watch it live, you can watch it with Genesis, but if not, I can watch it later. Typically, I don't watch them fully because nobody here cares about them.
I mean, so far, the games that have been announced there, I'm like, I want this. Eventually come to something where I can, in fact, get it. So.
It's true.
Because Front Mission First is coming to PlayStation, baby.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what that was.
I don't know, but I like it.
Animal Crossing DLC.
No, Animal Crossing is done.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, they already finished the port. They already announced that it's done. Which is wild
Ooh, you
to
know
me.
another?
Oh, yeah.
Chrono Trigger, so that they can remake Chrono Cross and then actually make Chrono Break and have the freaking trilogy finally end.
Oh.
Right? I think that there was supposed to be 3 games and the third game never happened, something like that.
Don't know. I'll say yes.
We're gonna get the announcement of the Zelda movie tomorrow.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, Chris Pratt is Link.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Live action. Can't wait.
Tell me it's not.
I'm just a 14-year-old boy. I don't know how old Link is supposed to be, I gotta be honest.
I think he's supposed to be in like his teens, his late teens.
Late teens. Okay, weird.
Late
I mean,
teens.
in the later games, yeah, it's late teens. Earlier.
I mean, if he was
games,
46, I'd be shocked.
I mean, I don't think he's 46. He's probably like 17, 16 years old. 17, 16, 18 maybe.
Chris Pratt should be Ganon.
Oh my God, no.
Wow.
Jack Black should be.
Wow, it's a me again. Mushroom Kingdom, here we go.
We're not gonna see Metroid Prime 4. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna show up tomorrow.
What about the fourth Prime that's Metroid? That might show up.
As much as Destinoto wants to see it, as much as it would make Destinoto's entire day tomorrow.
What if they do? Now, hear me out. What if a hype moment? They go, "Hey, this was the Pikmin 4 segment," and it shows the logo for Pikmin 4, and then you just see the word Pikmin fade out, and then Metroid fade in.
Oh my
man.
God.
Like, hey, Pikmin 4's out in a month.
What
Metroid
about
Prime
Metroid
4.
Dread 2?
Oh, no. Kevin, that game took 15 years to make.
Yeah, but they got the formula now. You know what I mean?
Kevin, Nintendo.
They do.
They don't. They lost it. They gotta start over.
Yeah, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be shown off tomorrow.
What about Tears of the Kingdom DLC or something?
It's too early for that. It just came out.
Okay. Well, yeah, what's not going to be there?
Uh,
Is there going to be
Metroid
an
Prime
update
4,
to
Tears of the
the?
Kingdom. No new Mario game. We're not gonna get like a Mario Odyssey
Does
sequel.
that include remaster?
No, that meaning a sequel to whatever they've been doing.
I agree with that.
They're gonna wait for the new console to announce that shit.
What about a Kirby DLC?
I don't. When did that come out?
Last summer, I think, right?
Maybe we might see an expansion to Kirby or something.
I could see an expansion to what's that? The classic thing they do, classic game service thing, Nintendo Classics.
Nintendo Classics, something like
whatever. Yeah.
More Game Boy games.
Did
Yeah.
Odyssey and Valhalla get ported to the Switch?
Couldn't tell you.
And probably it's gonna be there tomorrow if that hasn't been ported already. The whole Assassin's Creed push going now for Mirage and Infinity, I'm assuming. So Ubisoft's gonna be like, please, Nintendo, let me just suck on some Zipple.
What?
What?
Nintendo's gonna come and be like, Daddy, have Zipple for you.
What about a Monster
Coming.
Hunter? That gonna be there? Sorry, one coming out, or I don't know.
Yeah, that might be there. That might be there.
Okay.
We might get a cloud version of some of these fighting games. One of them.
Last thing, I want everybody's guesses, closest without going over. How many games will exclusively run on cloud?
22.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I said without going over, so anyone, okay, Destinoto, you want to take a guess?
Like how many they'll announce that?
Yeah, how many
that they'll
how many
say-
games will be here that you can only play on the Switch via cloud?
5.
5, all right. Kevin?
8.
Okay. Wow. Ooh. Oh God. Oh. That. Ooh. Kevin. I was gonna say 7. You really fucking. Ah shit. 5, 8, 22. I'm gonna go 9. I feel like that's too high, but I'm gonna go 9.
How the fuck is that too high if I've gone 22?
Yeah. I'm not even considering you part of this, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Will they
Watch
even
it.
show 22 games in 40 minutes? I doubt it.
I mean, last year they showed so many games and what?
They had an hour-long show and they showed about 30 games, and like
Yeah.
3 of them were cloud only. So
Yeah, now 22 of them will be cloud only.
now 22 of the 20-minute shorter show will be cloud only. Cool, man. Cool. All right. Well, that's our Nintendo thoughts. Good luck to all the Nintendos, all my Nintendogs
you,
and
Nintendos.
Nintendcats out there excited for
Whoa,
the show.
whoa.
Fuck anybody who fucking
Whoa.
likes to play Nintendo. Fuck all y'all.
Don't do that.
Pussy ass bitches.
Don't
Hey,
do
guys.
that. They don't
Hey, guys.
deserve that.
Hey guys, he used to play Nintendogs a lot, and then his Nintendog died, and he's been against Nintendo ever since. So
No, my Nintendo died and I wanted to go become like John Wick and I fucking murdered people. You fucking
his
weebs.
Nintendog was named Floopy.
He was beautiful.
Floopy, no Snoopy. Floopy is dead.
The next scene you see me, I'm just fucking sledgehammering the floor, trying to get a box out of the floor.
Taking out
Like,
a fucking
oh.
old ass 2DS.
Oh no, I see where this is going. He's gonna pull out the ancient weapon. A Game Boy Color.
The asshole.
Asshole, Kevin.
Yeah.
Ancient weapon.
The asshole.
Alright, well that wraps up another episode of Crafting a Chat. This has been
does.
episode 149. Thank you to everybody who participated, and we will see you guys again next week, same time, same place. You can catch us on twitch.tv/craftingachat, youtube.com/startingtoolate with 2 R's. Always remember to water your cows and drink your soil. Make sure you guys also
Interesting.
watch your weight, because you're all motherfuckers. Have a
Whoa.
nice night and see you later. You bitch ass motherfuckers.
Oh no!
Wow.
I watered the soil and drank my cow!